I'm glad that my suffering makes you happy. Yeah, so we're playing Sprigatito. Before we get to all that, they announced the trainer trials, like the next trainer trial, not like the full schedule, just like the next trainer trial. So because NAIC is pre-rotation, or whatever tournament is pre-rotation, they're giving us a pre-rotation format, so you can still test the pre-rotation, even though it extends past the rotation date. So there you go. If you want to be able to test the old format on PDCGL, you can still do it. So that's cool. Dragon Ball Z, welcome in. Okay, let's. Yes, I'm delaying the inevitable. If you couldn't tell, I have to win a game with this card. It is so good they printed it twice. Yes, there was the promo one from a couple years ago, and there's also the full art one. And we are live on YouTube. This will be the final YouTube stream that's ad-free because I hit 1,000 subs. And Clan Burglar, that's your one swear. Yeah, it only does 100 damage, and it only has 200 hit points. Crypto, thank you. Because it just got reprinted in Ascended Heroes. Oh, God. Yeah, never gonna let you down, Walking Plane. Thank you for the money. Also, don't look at this. Don't look at this. Don't look at that. So yeah, I just have a Lilligant and a Frostlass build. There's no way to make it good. Can we all agree there's no actual way to make this good? Let's cut down 2 of those. Let's add. I have Bravery Charm. I have Hero's Cape. You can't do anything. I don't know why. I guess I have Crispin, because why the hell not? Why not have that too? I have an energy switch. How many Iono? We have Iono in here. I don't know what's happening. You don't know what's happening. We're just having fun out here, okay? We're just having so much fun. We're just gonna have all the fun in the world, aren't we? Let's go get Arven. I don't know why. Why not? All right, so the Frostlass one, I mean, I guess the Frostlass one has the best chance of working because it's Frostlass. So we're starting the stream at 1357. This is attempt number 1. Oh yeah, I know. I cannot win. Crypto, no. I am fully embracing next format. So unless it's next format, do not bother. Wait, isn't that a viewer? Yes, that is literally going to be the tweet. Here we go. Yeah, will we get to triple digits? Will I be the first person ever in PDCGL history to reach triple digits in ranked? But you can give us some tips and tricks. Actually, let's go first to try to get that attachment. But yeah, Crypto, if you want to post your idea in chat or the Discord, let us know. All right, I did one test game. Didn't see Sprigatito the entire time. And Jagbomb, thank you. Yeah, watch me win the first game before the tweet even goes out, but no, that's not going to happen. We're playing the bad version first. Okay, so let's go for Lotad and Pet. Well, let's assume... Do I have Rare Candy? Oh, I have the Lomber in my hand. Yeah, we have the Lomber in my hand. That's good. Please give me a Sprigatito. Thank you. I never thought I'd be so happy to see a freaking Sprigatito. All right, so that's there. We have a Badoo down. I can Air Balloon the Shaymin. And ABC, thank you. We got this. I'll put the attempt number. Oh God, I clicked on the wrong thing. We'll put the attempt number 1, like right underneath their name. Just so it's not by the chat, because I know how important the chat box is to all of you. All right, they have to squawk and squeeze. Oh, what are they playing? They're playing. Oh, remember, we're going to see some wacky things. XLR8, you can hop over to the Twitch side because I'm too lazy. Okay, that doesn't count because we didn't take a knockout, but they just conceded against the Sprigatito deck. But if anybody wants to post that in the YouTube chat, feel free. But you might get, sometimes YouTube doesn't like it when you post links. They like Zeldas instead. Yeah, but I have to take I have to win, right? It doesn't count if they concede. It doesn't count if there's like a disconnect before anything happens. I have to take a knockout and do the thing. Like, you can't just be, oh, they immediately concede because they couldn't handle the aura of Sprigatito, Weed Cat. So that's not a thing. And yeah, we'll get a picture on there just to have it. So there's a full art version that came in Ascended Heroes, because of course there is. Because they're just like, oh no, we have to make sure we give a full art spot to Sprigatito. And Pillow, there you go. And yeah, so the Mega Lucario video, I did take it down. Not in casual. So I did take the Mega Lucario video down. I'm not quite sure what I did. I guess I must have had the tabs for Secret Box and Maximum Belt open next to each other and didn't, thank you ABC for the money, and I didn't look closely enough at like the difference. I just saw the color of the A-Spec and I was like, oh, Maximum Belt must be $10, and I didn't look any further into it. But no, Maximum Belt is like less than $1. And Krubich, yeah, there you go. Switch everything. That's the new meme in TCG Live is, hey, you lose a bad card to rotation, just replace it with Okie Dokie from Ascended Heroes. Oh, we're playing Team Rocket's Ampharos. So if I evolve, I get hit, but this is probably going to be a win. I might win this game. This could be a very easy win right here. Okay, just to be safe, I'm going to, we're going to do that. We're going to Poké Pad for I guess a Badoo. We prized our Badoo. That's fine. We have to get our evolutions set up first, though. And what did they get with Tatsugiri? What did they, I wasn't paying attention. They attracted a Lilies. I mean, they went to get, I think it makes sense to affect their hand. Yeah, you had one job was to beat this deck. Okay, that's, I made an oopsie. I should have put the energy on the active, but I didn't think we were just going to get it like that. All right, well, yeah, sure, let's go Nest Ball, because we don't need it anymore. I may as well put the Fez down. And then we'll go Hero's Cape on this guy. And hit the old end turn. Yeah, I didn't have faith that we were going to get the one Turbo Energize. But this is probably going to be a win, and that's very concerning. And it would be against someone named You Had One Job. So I guess for all of you... So I'm going to end the prediction after my next turn, okay? I'm going to end the prediction after my next turn. Okay, it's Tyranitar. We hit them for weakness, I think, right? I think Tyranitar is weak to grass. So I'm going to end the prediction now. This is getting a little out of handy here. All right, let's... no, I'll wait until the end of their turn. I'll wait until the end of their turn. So I would highly recommend betting everything on 1 to 5. And I count concedes as attempts, but a win only counts if I take knockouts. Okay, I have to basically win the game with Sprigatito. It can't just be, oh, I knock out their Tatsugiri and they concede. It actually has to be a win, but not winning counts as an attempt. All right, they're going to munch my butt, which I like. Oh, get rid of a useless card, why don't you? All right, well, I think what I should do is Iono, because if I can get my evolutions, if I can get my Lilligant this turn, we just win. We can still do it. I'm going to Pokedeer. No, we don't Pokedeer. We want to go bug catching set to try to... Oh, we didn't. I just screwed everything up. All right, so what I was trying to do there before PDCGL screwed us over is I was trying to get my Lilligant, because for those of you who don't know, Team Rocket's Ampharos puts 4 damage counters when you evolve into a Pokemon, which I guess isn't a big deal when it's just Lilligant. And... uh-oh, we got someone challenging for the title of Best Rayquaza. You're justified being mad at your wife because it's Surging Sparks. That is, you're fully justified if it's Surging Sparks. But Rayquaza, I got some good news. You're probably getting a new card very, very soon. And remember, the effect... Oh, I guess I should get the Sprigatito off the... Oh, the Sprigatito is off the screen. But there it is for those of you wondering. We'll put it over there. So Ampharos doesn't stack, so it's just 4 damage counters. And the YouTube sidebar. I got a sidebar in my pants? Yeah, but Sprigatito's the best card ever made. Or are you talking about Ampharos, which is also the best card ever made? So yeah, we'll just keep the kitty cat on screen. I guess I should get the full art too, because remember, they printed this card twice. This isn't just, oh, they just sucked huge butts. No, they printed this twice. They thought this card was so good, they gave it a second printing. Whereas I think like Palafini actually only has 1 print. So good that they literally printed it twice. Yeah, forgot about Lomber. The best card. So I'm going to be honest, I don't quite know what the stream schedule is going to be. They're not here anymore. They gave up. They literally gave up. They're not here anymore. This doesn't count. All right, well, let's get... yeah, I guess we go for the Air Balloon. So this is just going to be a little bit of practice, I guess. We talking about practice. We're talking about practice right now. All right, we got our first Lilligant, which I guess is good. And then... Oh, yeah, Darkest Impulse. Forgot about that. And then I can just take a knockout with Scratch. So that was my thinking. Is like, oh, I can just use Scratch early. I can use Scratch early and then take some knockouts, but they're not here, so this doesn't count. But it does count as an attempt, because an attempt is a failed attempt, right? Yeah, I'm literally 2-0 with Sprigatito, but it's because people have either conceded or rage quit. And Rayquaza, no, we don't do viewer matches because we're just, we have to win with Sprigatito, and there can't be any shenanigans here. No shenanigans allowed here. But yeah, this is just such a great card. They printed it twice. What's the plan for Dragapult? We're in the 1300s. What's the plan? We're in the 1300s. When is Mega Ray coming? Probably the August or November set, I would assume. You know, probably Darkrai is probably the August set, then maybe Rayquaza, if we're getting that. That'll probably be like the November set or something. But I don't know what the stream schedule is going to be. I want to stream 2 more times before Perfect Order. So Perfect Order is 10 days away. It's a week Thursday. Yeah, 3 energy for 100 damage, baby. I guess I should put that one on screen since it's a little bit easier to read. But I hope to stream tomorrow. I'll try to stream on like Saturday or Monday or something. Hey, they're actually here. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, and the Magical Leaf, the 30 healing. I think they're just trying to hope that I concede and they don't know that I'm here. But I'm very focused on next format. I have like 5 or 6 more videos. Sorry, I have 6 or 7 more videos before rotation in 10 days. So the stream schedule is going to be sort of like the day of, or maybe even like an hour before. So I can't commit to a stream schedule. I'm sorry about that, but it's because we're going to get the Battle Pass free decks on Thursday. I'm not sure when the 8 free decks will be announced. That could also be Thursday. That could be Tuesday of next week. That could be Wednesday. I want to do my Chaos Rising preview. I want to do the top 10 decks preview. I want to do 10 fun decks to play, and those videos will take a bit of time. And Never Gonna Let Me Down. One will be Zygarde, most likely be Starmie. Yeah, that would be my guess. I think I said that in the crafting guide video or the set review video, and I'm emoting at them very angrily. Thank you, Trubix. Yeah, so I think Zygarde and Starmie are the best bets. They could give us Decky Dewey, but I mean, it's the Mega Evolution era, and they're probably planning the next ranked ladder will be Zygarde. The ranked ladder after that will be Starmie, so it just makes sense that Zygarde and Starmie are the free decks. And Dayron? No, we actually... Okay, I put Lilligant in here. This is the best card for the deck. You know, now you can do 160. And I went for an HP build, so I didn't go for like maximum belt, because I mean, what odds do you have of winning anyway? You have 0 chances of winning anyway. All right, well, let's go get another Lilligant, I guess, and knock. Actually, I would have to. God, it's only plus 20. Unless they go crazy. Yeah, unless they go crazy and give us 4 Meowth. And Krubix, because I want Sprigatito to be like the only attacker, right? I think Badoo and Sprigatito is the only attackers. If I put Teal Mask Ogerpon in the deck, I did see the suggestion in the Discord, and I thank you for the suggestions. But if I put Teal Mask Ogerpon into a deck, I'm going to be tempted to attack with it. And Sprigatito has to be the only attacker. This is a Sprigatito deck. I have to win with Sprigatito. But yeah, I would assume Zygarde, Starmie as the free decks. And then I would assume the 8 free decks will be probably Mega Lucario. I mean, just like, they can't really give us Raging Bolt and Dragapult again. They've already done that enough. You would assume it'd just be a bunch of different Mega decks. And I'm sure like we'll get like a Mega Charizard Mega deck that'll be terrible. And I think PDCGL is just broken. There we go. Mega Absol, that's a good guess right there. Yeah, it'll probably just be a bunch of Mega decks. And why am I? Because somebody gave me a bunch of money to play it. I was forced to. You know, I can be bribed to do anything, Krubix. Or sorry, Pillow. I mean, Krubix too, but Pillow, I can be bribed to do anything. You just give me enough money, I'll do whatever you want. Yeah, we're still on attempt number 3. We're 2-0 with Sprigatito. Imagine losing to Sprigatito. But I think it's PDCGL matchmaking is so broken. The good news is we'll get an update a week tomorrow. So that's the good news. We'll get an update to PDCGL a week tomorrow. The bad news is we have to wait 8 days for maybe matchmaking to maybe get fixed. Like my weed cat. You know, it's like my weed cat sperm after... Oh, geez. And yeah, I started another... You know, my favorite thing about Twitter is that people can't dislike your tweets. That's my favorite thing about Twitter is people can't dislike your tweets. So I can post the most inflammatory things like, oh man, resistance needs to be on every Pokemon. It needs to be divided by 2. And I can just say the most funniest things ever. All right, so let's go there. I don't think I want Lively Stadium. We'll go Poké Pad for a Petalil because I can just knock out the Badoo next turn. Please be a supporter. Thank you. Yeah, it has to be Iono because they're gonna item lock me, so it has to be Iono. And I guess we put the Air Balloon there. Don't use the Lively Stadium because I do want to knock out the Badoo, but this is probably Dragapult because we've won too much. Yeah, unfollowing is the closest thing, but people can't dislike. It's not like a YouTube video where people can dislike it. And for those, yeah, it's Dragapult, of course. We automatically lose. But I did put the Tyrogue list in the YouTube shorts. Everyone kept asking, oh, where's the list pilot? Give me the list pilot. I want your children pilot. So I put the list in the description of the short. I didn't want to, but I had to. All right, so we'll put 1 Sprigatito down. And yeah, I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. I said I wanted to knock out the Badoo, but if I get... Yeah, I was going to say, if I get Turbo Energized, I may as well just use Turbo Energize and then have everything ready to go for next turn. Seems like a safe trade-off here. Like, I know I'm giving them more cards and we're going to lose anyway, but whatever. I have Bravery Charm and Hero's Cape, so I have all the things. But yeah, so the resistance tweet. Remember, 1/6 1/6 of the Pokemon in perfect order have a weakness but no resistance. If you'll notice on this Sprigatito, if you'll notice on this card, it says resistance. Do you notice that? Do you notice how it says resistance and there's nothing there? But there's something under weakness. If you have a weakness, you should have a resistance. Because the Pokemon trading card game is very in its lazy arc. Because like they haven't introduced any new mechanics recently. You look at something like Magic, every set has like 5 new mechanics that make no sense, but like at least they try to make the game crazy. Over here, it's like, hey, we've had resistance printed on cards for 30 years, and we're not gonna do it. Yeah, that's too much work. We're not gonna do that. God, could you imagine doing that? That's silly. I guess I may as well Lilies for 8 while I still can. And random dude, there you go. All right, so we want the Bravery Charm on the active, the Hero's Cape on the bench, and then that's it. So I find it so lazy that whoever is in charge of the competitive side of the game, they are not pulling their weight. Yeah, and this year is going to be bad. I know I got some hate for my tweet, like, oh, 2026 is going to be the worst year for the Pokemon trading card game. But the #1 reply I see to the smaller sets being good is smaller sets means less bulk. Between Perfect Order and, I guess, between Ascended Heroes, Perfect Order, and Chaos Rising, there's maybe 10 good cards. So that's about 280 cards total. There's about 10 good ones. Chaos Rising basically just has a special red card. That's about the only thing that's seen play. And obviously Patrat's going to see play. Greninja's doing okay in Japan so far. But it's like Ascended Heroes had Poké Pad. Perfect Order is going to have Meowth and the thingy thing, Telepathic Psychic Energy. And, you know, Barbaracle, Rocky Fighting, blah, blah, blah. And then Chaos Rising is going to have like Patrat, special red card, and Mega Greninja. So it's like we have 10 cards over 3 sets that are impactful. And people are always like, well, smaller sets means less bulk. And it doesn't matter if the set's big if none of the cards are good. But if we're going based off percentage, if 10% of a set is good, then a set that's twice as big will have twice as many good cards, right? It's just mathematics. Yeah, some resistance at all, right? Just resist something, do something, you know, make some sort of change make some sort of improvement. And Dayron, we had that with Will. We've had Will, which was a supporter that did that. We had Glimwood Tangle was a reflip card. We had a Victini that was called Fliptini because it let you reflip. And no, they did not break the game. Did Beedrill EX achieve any? Kind of. It didn't do as well as I thought, but everyone just paired it with Arboliva. Nobody played Redeemable Ticket. Everyone just paired it with Arboliva because they're weak. They don't believe in the heart of the cards. You got to just go hard on the Beedrill, baby. Wait, am I going to win this one? Is my win going to be against Dragapult? There's no way. There's absolutely no way my win is against Dragapult. All right. Unfortunately, I mean, I guess I have to go for Lotad. Because Lotad boosts the HP, and then if I can Bug Catching Set for, well, nothing. If I can Bug Catching Set for nothing, we'll still probably lose. All right, so Magical Leaf, take the prize. But don't forget that I have to, what, 3-shot it? I have to 4-shot a Dragapult? Actually, I guess as long as they don't have Monkey Dory, I can 3-shot them. But it looks like they're going to pop the Clops here. I don't play Forest of Vitality. I probably should, but I mean, yeah, they have Monkey Dory. There's no way we can win now. They'll just, I guess they'll probably go for the Lilligant. You know, the Lotad is easy pickings here, but, oh, they're going for the Sprigatito. Okay. Interesting decision. Because if this is a win, this counts. And Pillow, well, if you start today and then you play again in a week and a half, you'll get 10 more free decks. So if you log in today, I think you get 11 free decks. If you log in 10 days, you'll get 10 free decks. So just tell people to log in today and then log in again in 10 days, and they'll have 21 free decks. And against Dragapult would be the best. But if you just finish the battle pass, you get thousands of currency. You know, the pre-built decks are great. All right, I mean they're still gonna win. Oh, right. They got the thingy thing. Okay, this is actually fine. Because I do heal 30. So if they put 60 on this guy and I heal 30, that's still really bad. Yeah, then they gave up and just said, hey, we don't care about weakness. Weakness is for nerds. Or, you know, making cards, you know, different and putting effort into the game. Just, I have noticed since PTCGL came out, a massive wave of laziness from whoever's in charge of the competitive side. And obviously it's because it doesn't matter. Whatever the word on, like, they could forget to put text on cards and the sales would stay the same. That's the problem, is that whereas with Magic and Yu-Gi-Oh, they have to worry about the competitive side, they don't have to worry about that here. And also my Lombre is about to get knocked out. But let's go. Shaymin doesn't matter. I guess we go Air Balloon and then attach to you. Iono. No, I think it's fine to have a lot of things. I'm not worried about that. It's just they're not doing a good job is the issue. They're just not doing a very good job. And it's kind of the fact that it's like, well, what does it matter? If we make every card good and every card bad, and then we lost. There we go. Well, we Iono'd them into Luminous Jamming Tower. We Iono'd them into Luminous Jamming Tower. We had a chance, but then PTCGL said, nah, bro. Yeah, they just haven't been doing a good job. Yeah, Dragapult, that's just what they do. Even when things are going bad, they still win. Yeah, it's just the laziness that I don't like. Right? They're putting no effort into new cards. They're just like they're giving us half sets, and we're just not seeing the improvement. Like Dragapult is going to be the #1 deck for 2026. Dragapult came out 2 years ago. They are doing the opposite of power creep, and that is hurting the game immensely. Right? We talked their power. What is it? Their power backsliding. And well, water's done. Water is not going to be. Water and lightning are just kind of done. Yeah, power recession. Thank you. Water and lightning are just kind of done post rotation. Mega Greninja will kind of help. And Stuben, of course you're going to talk about bottoming. And then of course we face a dark deck that is weak to freaking fighting. We face a dark deck weak to fighting. We could have faced a dark deck weak to grass. You know, that would have been fun. Yeah, of course Stuben hears an excuse to talk about being a bottom and shows up. Well, yeah, you can tell when they made a mistake when they print a counter card. That's actually a perfect hand if this gets me a supporter. Ironically, the double Super Rod isn't that good because it's up to 3 of each. What was I talking about with it? I said something where it's 3 of each, so you still probably want to have Energy Recycler. But yeah, it gets big catch net, which is good, but it's not great. Okay, so we're gonna go Pokegear, get Arven, which isn't what I wanted. And then I guess what, bug catching? No, we gotta go for the Poffin. And we prized our Lombre, so guess what? That means it is time to go get Petalil. All right, so then we go attach, retreat. Obviously, if they get a darkness energy, we're kind of screwed, but we'll be fine. Yeah, great hand. Great hand. Yeah, Monkey decks are going to have to play 4 Watchtower just to... I don't even think it's worth it, though. I do not think it's worth it to play the Watchtower. Just accept it, right? Just accept your fate. But no, they'll just put in Watchtower. I haven't really analyzed the results yet. Yeah, Chien-Pao is going to be fine, but I think just Watchtower Petrol is going to be the thing. And why is it so cheap? Because they overprint. Sets are small and they overprint to meet demand. Because everyone's, because for competitive players, the reason it's so cheap is that they overprint the competitive cards, but they don't overprint like the Rainbow Rare Charizard that's worth $2,000. So while everyone is trying to chase the $2,000 card, the competitive players are benefiting from all these packs being open, which floods the market. So the reason why it's such a good cheap game is because the market's flooded with competitive cards. Because you look at like Fezandipiti, Fezandipiti, it was a $20 card, but then they printed it in like league battle decks and trainers, toolkits, or whatever. And Crypto, special charge and expanded. If PDCGL had expanded, we could play a special charge that shuffled in 2 special energies, but that would make too much sense. So yeah, the reason why it's so cheap is just, like Fezandipiti is a card that should be in every deck, but there it is. But it never really topped more than $20, $25. Meowth is probably going to be around the same. Meowth's probably going to be around $20 to $30 once it settles. Poké Pad is going to drop dramatically very, very soon. And I lose the game. Because it's weak to fighting, not grass, and they have Monkey Dory, and they... Oh, hang on. There's a Pedo. Pedo alert. Also, there's a very good chance that I just Badoo and knock out this Totsadiri, which will be hilarious. Out of all the Terra, which do you think they would love to take advantage of? I don't know, it's just like you look at the main game, right? You look at the main games, every Pokemon has weaknesses and resistances except for like Spiritomb or whatever. But in the card game, like this should resist something, right? Resist water, resist lightning, resist something. I don't care. Resist fighting. I don't care. Just resist. Do something. Wait, if I top deck in energy, I'm knocking this out, right? Am I knocking this out if I top deck in energy? I don't know. But if I am, that'd be hilarious. Okay, so I do 120. No, I'm not. As pathetic as that is, I am not knocking out the Pedo. All right, well, let's put a Bravery Charm on the Badoo to try to survive a little bit longer. Yeah, Clam Burglar kind of summed up what I said. Is you have to print good cards in Magic and Yu-Gi-Oh! To get people to buy packs. But with Pokemon, people buy packs as long as you put shiny cardboard in them. And Crypto, oh, I don't think being a nerd should be celebrated. Yeah, Itchy Pollen for 60. Hey, if I had more Lilligant, I could Itchy Pollen for like 140 on this Sharpedo. But yeah, I'm sorry about the Mega Lucario video. I guess I just had a brain fart or looked at the and sent it prompt. Yeah, YouTube's a little weird when it comes to live streaming. No! Why? Why is everyone such a butt face today? Wait. No, because if they disappear, I don't think it can count. It can't count if they're not here. So what am I supposed to do? Why don't people just concede? Should have put the Hero's Cape on Badoo damn straight, because that's the MVP here. Yeah, like I'm just one old. That's what I've been talking about. Is like, yeah, I'm not saying that weakness is perfect or resistance is perfect, but like a little effort would go a long way, right? I have 6 I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I guess 5. I have 5. They are here. There's 5 different Pokemon in my deck that you can see right now. All of them have a weakness. None of them have a resistance. And I think none of their Pokemon... Yeah, the only one is Totsadiri, but that's a Dragon. Dragon D's nuts. So I guess they're going to go to Monkey Dory with the energy. Yeah, Monkey Dory gets the energy, which is unfortunate. All right, well, if I can get a Gust card and knock out that Monkey Dory, that'd be great. That'd be swell like a low. Well, we did. Okay, so let's knock out the monkey. And then go retreat. Unfortunately, I think I have to start attaching to this Lilligant. Because I overbenched. I made an oopsie. So yeah, we're going to have to attach to this guy. And then we go Magical Leaf. Hey, I know. I've faced Spiritomb before. I know. And Steuben's not subbed, so mods, you know what that means. You know what that means, mods. Steuben's not subbed and said a bad word. I will let whichever mod has the fastest fingers do the honors here. Even though Steuben is right. Yeah, so that's basically what it was, is that Yu-Gi-Oh! And Magic have to put effort into their card game competitive-wise because they need to use those cards to sell packs. In Pokemon, you just have to, like, if this was a Charizard, that's not a good example. Like this card is probably worth like a couple $100. People are going to open Ascended Heroes to find this. But when they pull, like, I can't remember what's in it, but like, let's say there's a Fezandipiti in Ascended Heroes. They're just going to toss aside the Fezandipiti and be like, oh, that's not shiny enough. Okay, wait, what is happening right now? And why am I so turned on? All right, let's go get, can I please, okay, I'm going to use Poké Pad because this game is being stupid. And it's not letting me get my Lilligant. All right, well, let's Lively Stadium. Again, I have to attach to my stupid Lilligant. And yeah, that's the funny thing. I tell people in my YouTube previews, like, as long as scalpers don't figure out that this card is playable, then we're good. That's the really funny thing about scalpers, is they don't realize that playable cards are worth money. And because people paid me to play Sprigatito. And also, this card is great. Why would the Pokemon Company print a card twice if it's not good? And oh, the basic energies from Heart Gold and Soul Silver, those are peak. So yeah, if the scalpers don't figure out a card is playable, which you'd think they'd put more work into it. Oh my god, they're avoiding the Sprigatito? Yeah, you'd think they'd put a little bit more effort into looking at what cards are competitive. Like, I did that on PTCGO. I would look into what cards were competitive before they came out, and I would use that to stock up. Like, I would be like, oh, Decidueye GX is coming out. That means the price... Ooh. That means the price of Rowlet is going to go way, way up. So then I'd be like, okay, I'll stock up on Rowlet and Dartrix, the old ones, and people are going to want to pay me for them. Or I guess it was like a Alolan Ninetales was the actual example. But you know what I'm trying to say is, I would look at the market and I'd buy cards on PTCGO ahead of time to get what was about to go up in price. Because then it took like 10 seconds of work. It's very simple. All they would have to do is just watch a trust. All they have to do is, and they can't fill out job applications. There you go. All they have to do is subscribe to Trust Your Pilot on YouTube, and they're golden. And I'd like to point out that we have a very, very good chance of beating Gengar Sharpedo with Sprigatito as our game-winning matchup. Yeah, so all they got to do is trust their pilot, and I could literally... Like, they could have made so much money. Imagine how many scalpers just chucked aside Poké Pad because there's like, ew, this uncommon trainer. And then it's like, it ends up being a $13 card. Okay, so the Liepard is a really bad thing because it's move all damage counters. But the good news is that I'm going to lose. Okay, can I please top deck an energy or something? Okay, that's almost an energy. All right, let's go. Attach that to you. If I can get an energy, we definitely retreat and go for... Ah, we didn't get it. Okay. Okay, so I can't do anything. I guess it's just going to have to be Magical Leaf and then hope they don't find an energy, but obviously they're going to find an energy. And am I down both Turbo Energize? I still have one more Turbo Energize, and also I can Boss's Orders. I think I win. I think I win. I took multiple prizes with Sprigatito. I softened up the Pedo. Oh no, we're 10 damage. Oh no, we're 10 damage short. Oh no. Okay, so Badoo is going to be very important here. We are 10 damage short of a Pedo knockout, but they don't have any way to heal the Pedo. They have no way of healing the Pedo. And then I can just win with Badoo. And it seems like they're not attacking with Sharpedo. So I have to... Oh, I don't think we win because I have 4 prizes left. Okay, so... how exactly do I make this work? They have a Fez. As long as Lively Stadium stays, we should be okay. There's a Super Rod. That's good. Let's go get Badoo and 2 energy. And then we get the Sprigatito out of the deck. And let's go flip the script. Hopefully I didn't just draw 3 energy. Perfect. Okay. And then... oh, geez. So yes, I'm literally just short of a knockout. So I guess I go for the Ghastly. I guess I counter catcher the Ghastly. Hope to hell that this is an energy. And then we win. Thank you. Okay, so then I can just somehow win the game. That is the strategy. How am I going to win? I don't know, but I'm going to try. Okay, so now we're just a Sharpedo knockout away from winning the game. But obviously they have Fezandipiti and they can draw cards. Oh, God. And I was going to say they can win the game this turn if they bump my stadium. Damn it. We were so close. We had this one. 4 Wet Lights, I had to. I bench locked myself. Why was I 10 short? Oh. Well, they still would have won anyway. Because it would have been 240. Yeah, so actually I would have taken the knockout. But it didn't matter because they won on the turn where I would have won. So, where I wouldn't have won. So we lost anyway. But I forgot to factor in the boost. So that was my bad. All right, last one with the Lilligant build. Then we switch to Frostlass. Yeah, I literally Iono'd them into the stadium to knock out the Fez to win the game. If I'd just been able to get my Ludicolo set up, we would have won. And Android 13. Well, this is the last YouTube stream without ads because I just hit 1,000 subs. But Zeus, you can't be surprised when I suck at math. What the hell is happening here? What the hell is happening here that we're facing Dragapult in the middle of the 1300s? And Leah, well, hey, I'm not monetized yet. I'm not making those 10 cents yet. How bad of a player do you have to be in the 1350s with Dragapult? So for those of you who didn't check out my last stream, I will be going back to Twitch exclusive streams starting with Perfect Order on the 26th, just because it's a little bit too big of a load. I can't blow this big of a load. Like, as much as I enjoy, they're playing a post-rotation Dragapult. As much as I enjoy blowing loads, my computer just can't really handle it. So instead of torturing my computer, you know, tying a belt around its neck and squeezing while telling it it's garbage, instead of torturing it, I'm just going to go back to Twitch streams. Why do I even bother with it? You know we're going to lose this game. Oh, wow, we prized everything. We prized everything. All right, let's go for Sprigatito. And I mean, I'll still upload the VODs. You don't have to worry about that. I'm still going to upload the VODs to the channel. It's just... Okay, we have Shaymin, which we don't want. We have Lombre, which, I mean, we don't need these because we prize the Lotat. Did you notice how we prized one member of our Ludicolo line in both of our games against Dragapult? Does anyone else notice that? Does anyone else notice that? Really fun thing that's happened is that PDCGL has prized the line that we need. And Toasty, hey, it's not my fault. You helped me get to 1,000 subs. You had to sub to type in chat. Ah, it's not my fault. You're look in the mirror, buddy. And Nobility, I mean, you can check the prediction. Bunch of people guessed. It's not going to... Yeah, Pearson, I gotcha. Yeah. This would have... If I just played the Frostlast build, we'd be fine. All right, so they go get the Dreepy. They don't have a Fez, at least. And the Badoo is only doing 50 damage. Well, yeah, my PC... So the PC that I'm using now is the one that I bought before I uploaded my first YouTube video. Fun fact. Here's a fun fact that I don't think I've ever told anyone about on stream. Is I was like, hey, I'll start a YouTube career. I'll make so much money. I'll be world famous. I'll get featured in an upcoming Frosted Caribou video. And people will be like, why is that guy so weird? And then I'll feel bad about myself. But I ordered my PC at the end of February 2020. They said it'll take a few weeks to get ready and show up. Guess what happened a few weeks after February 2020? Guess what world-ending, shifting thing happened right around that time that may have messed things up slightly for someone like me. All right, I'm gonna go for the Lilligant in the active. Yeah, nothing I can recall. Okay, yes, that was the joke. Yes, we understand. Yes. Okay, one more kitty cat, and this Turbo Energize is goated. Okay, this has to be. Oh, I can't get a kitty cat, so this Turbo Energize is not goated. All right, well, we have, no, this is pod racing. So yeah, it was just so funny, like, a week after I ordered my PC, that's when the rumbling started, and then about two and a half weeks later, it's like, oh yeah, everything's shut down, and then your PC delivery is delayed by like a month, because it was coming from the US. Because I did some shenanigans with discounts and stuff, and feet picks. Yeah, and then I had to wait, like, instead of 2 weeks, it was about 2 months. So that was fun. But it is a very old computer, so maybe I should, maybe I should do like a 10,000 sub goal for a new PC. Just get a second PC. But doesn't it cost a lot to RAM people these days? Isn't that what everyone's complaining about? Is that the price of ramming has gone up? And Newt, yeah, you think that's a joke, but it could be. You understand how many videos I have with the word RAM in them? I wouldn't be able to find any. Exactly, Nobility. All right. So yeah, you joked about a Pombon EX, but look at Sprigatito. We got it. No one would have guessed we'll get a Sprigatito freaking EX. We got that. All right, so let's do this guy. I can't play my items, but I guess I mean, we just have to hunt the Dracloak at this point, right? I just kind of have to go for it and hope. Yeah, ramming is pretty difficult. I know I probably shouldn't have done that, but if we can get the Lotad and somehow it survives, that's a pedalo. Well, Pombon's not coming out until 2028, and I'm very sad that no one used a Pombon emote. You know, I spent $0. You know, everyone is talking about the stupid Beedrill emote. I spent $0.00 on those Pombon emotes, and they were free on Twitter. Gekwa emote? I mean, if you give me enough, if you want to do a sub goal for the Gekwa emote, maybe. But it's just going to be the clapping one. Just going to be the clapping one. All right, so this is interesting. They have one Dracloak on the field. I don't know if I have any more Gust cards, though, because I didn't put any emote protest. So wait, your plan to make me put a Gekwa emote is to not use emotes? And no Hitmonlee emote? I mean, people don't use emotes as much as you think, which is kind of disappointing. Like, I would spend money on emotes. I've done sub goals for emotes all the time. That's why I have, and like, if people gift subs enough, that's why I do the thing. Like, this was the first ever custom emote, well, the second ever that I made, but it's the only one you can still use to this day, unless you're really cool. But their name was Bugcatcher Leo, so I made a bug catching emote. Very, very smart fart smella, aren't I? And wow, what a great hand. What a great hand this is. All right, so I guess I retreat into the Badoo and item lock them. Right? Because that makes sense. And Crypto, thank you for the sub. We got this. But Crypto, we're going to win this one for you. Nobility, you know that I abandoned my gaming channel. The gaming channel is done. I did Nuzlocks in the past. I've done, I think, 2 Nuzlocks on stream before. They didn't do great. They didn't do great. I could have maybe uploaded a YouTube video, and I don't know why it took so long for Twitch to do that, but I think that's probably, you know, the blowing of my load. It just can't handle my huge load. Any Pokopia emotes? Yeah, they were giving away free Pokopia emotes too with like Professor Tangrowth. So maybe I'll upload one of those if I'm not lazy, but I'm very lazy. If you know anything about me, I'm very lazy. You know, I even drag my feet when it comes to uploading free emotes. Even when it comes to emotes I didn't pay for. No! No! Why are you doing this? That doesn't count because I didn't do enough. Because they probably would have won that game. That's the problem, is we can't count that because they... Oh yeah, I said that was going to be the final one. All right, we're going to Frostlass. Well, it's Pokemon cross Animal Crossing, right? It's Pokemon / Animal Crossing. Yeah, that doesn't count. Yeah, I'm wearing a bikini right now. I don't... Okay, I mean, we can do a poll. Does that count? I'll do a poll, but I don't think it counts. Let me just start a new poll. Does that count? Let me quickly do this. Yeah, I've actually won more than lost games because people just don't want to deal. But yeah, I would say no. I didn't do extra votes. And crypto, where do you gift me money? Yeah, bits is how you can gift me money, or you can gift subs to people who aren't subbed. That's another way. And then Twitch introduced a new feature like gift everybody, which is very strange. This is an easy win, by the way. I have literally already won the game. Well, we did prize a Frostlass. All right, well, let's go get a Badoo. I have all of my Crispin somehow, and do I have a Poké Pad? Oh my goodness. I have a Poké Pad for a monkey, so we have so many things going on next turn except what we actually need. So, I mean, I don't think I want to use the flute. Guff, it's probably going to be longer than that. But yeah, crypto, you can do bits. You can do all the things. Gift subs to women. Yeah, support the 5%. How do you subscribe with Prime? It's not as easy as a process. Oh, what the hell is this? It's not as easy as a process as you might think. You have to link your Amazon to your Twitch account, and then underneath the stream, there should be like a crown next to it or something. But yeah, you have to like link your Twitch to your Amazon or your Amazon to your Twitch. And then there, by the subscribe button, there should be like a crown or something. Okay, so Dragonair has an ability. Yeah, then you should have like a blue crown. Tail Snap. Uh-oh. Well, good news for me is I'm awesome. And then another Monkey Dory. Great, just what I needed. Okay, so we have double Crispin turns. This is kind of hilarious. We have double Crispin turns. I mean, I'm still gonna hold on to the flute just because, and just in case, I'm gonna do this. And wow.
Win with the green cat for us.
And Krubix, thank you. This might actually be the game. This might actually be the game, and it'll be against Dragonite. Well, I can only see the stats on my main channel, and yeah, it's 5%, or it's like 94.5% male, 5% female, and then 0.5% not specified. So yes, it's been 5% pretty much as long as I've been YouTubing. Was hoping to be against Venusaur. I mean, with the Frostlass build, anything's possible. And Costa Club, obviously because it's so strong. What do you mean? Actually, no, never mind. Better joke. Yeah, I mean, I don't know why Dragonite exists either. It's so bad. I agree with you. Costa Club, Costa Bonita. They got Lavincia. That's not going to do it. Okay, so they do knock out my kitty cat next turn, which is really bad. So guess what we're going to do? Guess what we're going to do? We're going to do the funny thing. We're doing the funny thing against Dragonite. Oh, what's that? You want to knock out one of my Pokemon? What's that? You want to knock out one of my Pokemon with a Mega Dragonite? It'd be a Shaymin if you had to do 330 damage. And Wallop, thank you for the sub. Apparently all I have to do is play really bad decks. And then people just start giving me free money. And Leah, hey, where's my month? Where's Pilot's month? Yeah, all we do is get a day. You know, pilots deserve, all we do is get a day and then people clap, and we find clapping very cringe. See, they don't want to do it. They're afraid. They don't want to do it. And Pillow, I appreciate it. But yeah, they're afraid. If I could just get a draw supporter, we win this game. I've played both Crispin. Yeah, this is the search your deck for 2 cards and put them into your hand Totsadiri. This is like the 3rd best Totsadiri. There's obviously the one that finds supporters. That's the 2nd best. The number 1 best one accelerates energy. And Krubix, oh, you know that they're going to rage quit here. Because they do not want to do 330 to a Badoo. But this is what you get. This is what you get for playing Dragonite. Okay, still not doing anything good. 1, 2, and yeah, Itchy Pollen. I would imagine that Past Pilot put a de-evolution in here. Right, you have to assume that the past version of you is smarter than your current version. There's an Ursaluna. Oh my goodness. Should have put the cape on, but well, I didn't know we'd be doing this. No, I think I forgot supporters. There should be 4 Lilies and 4 Iono. I was able to get my 2 Crispin, which surprisingly have helped, but this is going to be it. Our win is going to happen against Dragonite. And the problem with this strategy is that they're able to build up their Dragonite, so they can very easily just go and get a bosses, and then I kind of just lose. And Dayron, what, do you have like Twitch Nitro or whatever it is, or Twitch Turbo? So I would imagine they're going to go and get a boss's orders. But I should probably still just item lock them. Right, I guess? Because remember, I have to take a knockout with Sprigatito for this to count. Oh, damn. Damn you, Bezos. Yeah, so I could win this game, but... Oh, they have to switch it. Yeah, that doesn't matter. Yeah, I guess I just keep item locking them. Yeah, we can just time them out. That's the strat now. Just time them out. Because eventually they'll have to do something, right? They're going to run out of Gust cards eventually. So this will probably be a bosses on the Sprigatito, which doesn't really matter. Because I'll just send up the Badoo and force them to have another bosses, which they probably can't find. Yeah, so this is fine. This is totally fine. Just be great if I could find some Frostlass. That would be super chill right now. Because they are not attacking with Dragonite next turn. Unless they probably have like a Power Glass in that deck. There's an Arven. Okay, that's fine. It's not good. So I guess I go... oh, wow. Okay. Huh. So I want... Oh, I meant to get the... Whatever. Doesn't matter. And Pink Girl Gamer, I better win this game. If I don't win, it's all your fault. Hey, I might have put it in the deck. You don't know. All right, Accompanying Flute. Let's see what they got. They got a Fez and a Dratini, which we want to have on the field. I guess. Ooh, actually, here's a funny thing we can do. And then I go Scratch. Hey, it is Women's Month. You know, you can't just have all the good. You can't just have all the good. You got to take the bad with it, too, sometimes. But the reason I don't use secret rares is for new players and people copying deck lists. Odds are you're going to have the regular versions of cards. Like, you're going to have the regular original Monkey Dory, the regular original Badoo. Even though, no, that's the right one. Yeah, actually... So that's why I do. And so when you're importing a list, you don't have to change the cards. And also for newer players, it's a lot easier to tell what this Fezandipiti is instead of the new Fezandipiti that looks nothing like a Fezandipiti, or like Corbo. I'm not going to use this Corbo art for boss's orders. I'm going to continue to use the Getsis one because 90% of people are more familiar with the Getsis boss's orders. Did you know that it's Silvally and not Silvally? Press 1 if you knew that. Press 1 if you knew it's Silvally and not Silvally. All right, so wait, they didn't attach to Dragonite? What's going on? Okay, so that's good. And then we go... I mean, I guess I just start building up damage on the Dragonair. See, I'm a fount of information. I am a gushing fountain blowing my liquid all over your face and ears and eyeballs. So I should probably take a knockout right now, right? But it doesn't really matter, right? I'm just going to build up damage. Oh, I prefer Getsis just because Getsis is so cool. And you watch the Sun and Moon anime, the worst one, you know, I would say, just because of the art style, like I didn't really give Sun and Moon a good enough chance because I just hated the art style so much. But obviously it had the really, oh no, it didn't have the cool ending. That was the Sword and Shield one where they realized Galar is such a barren wasteland of ideas that they didn't even bother giving us an anime set in the Galar region. And Pillow, there you go. My hot, sticky, viscous knowledge. So, I mean, should this count as a win? Because the problem is, if they have another boss's orders, we kind of just lose. Okay, that's pretty good. Let's go Retreatus the Fetus. There we go. Badoo goes into the active. I'm going to attach to you and hope you don't get knocked out. We're going to Adrenabrain off of this guy. So if I just knock out 2 Mega Dragonite, I win the game. But it's probably more likely that I knock out 1 Dragonite and then Fez and Ursaluna. Yeah, then it's this, of course, you know, the Dragonite's given us the most problems here. Oh, no, I know, but, like, I'm going to win, right? Like, this is going to count as a win, even if all I do is, like, knock out the Totsadiri or something. Because they didn't build up anyone. They should have been building up the Fez, if anybody. Because this can't take a knockout. It only does 20 damage. The Ursaluna's not going to do anything for a while. If they don't have another bosses, yeah, that's the problem. That's the balancing act that I have to do. Oh my god, they're not attacking this turn either. They're not attacking this Timmy turn either. I think I win this game. I just have to make sure I take a knockout with the Sprigatito, which maybe I should do now. But the problem if I do it now is, what if they have something crazy and there's like a card in their deck that I'm not prepared for and then they just win? Because I can knock this out at any point with Scratch and the thingy thing. There's a Lively Stadium. I guess I use it? Yeah, just to bump the Levincia, I guess. Because most likely they're going to have it like that. They're going to have a bosses or something. All right, so let's build up this guy. And I would imagine they're going to bump my Lively Stadium at some point. If they don't, this was just Monkey Lass. Well, no, I put Crispin in the deck. I put Energy in the deck. I had a lot. I have 6 or 7 Grass Energy in the deck. And never gonna let me down. Oh, I know it makes it harder to knock out the Totsadiri, but I'm not really worried about that. Because it's just 1 extra turn of Monkey Dorying around, just 1 more turn of monkeying around, and we should be fine. All right, do they have a bosses? If they do, I am in deep doo-doo. Hey, they had to Reuno Glidabadoo. They had to Reuno Glidabadoo, baby. All right, so they have definitely set themselves up in a pretty decent position here. I do that to attract the children because I enjoy attracting children and then exposing myself to them. All right, so here we go. We have to Adrenabrain. I mean, I guess I just try to knock out the active dude, right? Oh, man, I don't know. Because they're going to have to attach a water to the Dragonite on the bench, attack with that Dragonite. And then I might be able to knock out this one. But remember, I haven't played a single good supporter. I haven't played a Lillie, or an Iono. It's been Crispin, 5 turns of nothing, then Arven. They got the water, they got the switch. But they are going to need to do the thing twice. So they have to manually attach twice to this Dragonite without Lavincia. Which means I could be okay here. But I didn't take a knockout with Sprigatito. Which is potentially challenge losing here. A win streak because people paid me to. No, you did not just rage quit. Okay, good. Yeah, that's the other part of this challenge we have to be worried about is if they rage quit. Okay, so they got rid of those. I guess I go up with a Monkey Dory since it can retreat. Like, it has a guaranteed retreat. Can I please get one of my 8 draw supporters or something? That would be cool. Or one of my 3 or other 2 frost. No! I got absolutely nothing. Because this game loves me so much. Alright, well, let's Adrenabrain. I have to knock out this guy. So I do have to knock out the big boy Dragonite to win the game. They're just going to obviously power up this guy. I use my counter gain. I've used double Crispin. I think I'm just going to run out of resources here. Like, I can still win the game very easily. The issue is that I'm not going to take a knockout with the kitty cat. Right. Also, I'd like to point out that I have 3 Badoo and 3 Sprigatito in the deck. Notice how I haven't received more than 1 of each. And notice how there's no Lilies or Iono. This was a guaranteed win if PDCGL doesn't screw me over with everything. As long as PDCGL doesn't screw me over, we win the game. So, of course, PDCGL just screwed me over to the max. So, I think, half of my deck is Badoo, Sprigatito, and supporters. Isn't that insanity? And then they just have an Ursaluna waiting for me. So if I do use something like De-Evolution, then they're just an energy away. And okay, that's a Clam Burglar level threat there with that joke. All right, if I don't get an Iono, we lose the game. Well, that's a Lilies. That's not an Iono. Okay, so I have to knock out their Dragonite this turn. And then I have to hope one of the 3 prizes is an Iono. But then they're obviously going to have the Fez. Okay, but first step is we have to get an Iono. Okay, we got that. And then I also need Sprigatitos. And we'll attach to you. I guess I Bravery Charmed, because why the hell not? And then does it matter if I counter catcher? I mean, I guess. I don't think there's any way I can knock out the Fez. Yeah, I'll just Iono. I didn't brick. I bricked for like 20 turns. There's a town store. So I maybe should have gone for the Fez. So let's go town store. Town store for so many good cards. So many great cards. And is there anything I can get from the discard pile? There's not. You used me, Skinner. All right. And then we go Air Balloon. Scratch. Here we go. I win the game, but I don't think I win the challenge if they don't get an energy. If they don't get an energy, I think I win the game. If they get an energy, we lose the game. And even if they don't get an energy, I probably still lose the challenge. Please, no energy. I put all your energy on the bottom of your deck. There's no... That's a thick scale. Wait, that's great. That means that's not an energy. So they take 0 damage. They didn't thin their... They should have thinned their deck. They made an oopsie. They should have town stored for... What the hell was all... What the hell are they doing? Wait, what's happening? Wait, what's happening? Wait. They did... No, they're gonna just go into the Tatsugiri and then retreat. And then they're just gonna hard retreat. Well, hang on. No, hang on. Hang on. Something interesting might happen here. Hang on. I don't know how to take this. I'm very confused and a little horny right now. I don't know what this means. Does this count as a win? Hang on. Does this count as a win? Because the last poll was a no. The last poll, you all voted no. All right, let's go grass energy. Yeah, we'll town store. Hey, you can't prove that. You can't prove that they're a paid actor. You can't prove that this bot is a paid actor. I just won the game. I just won the game, by the way. Just want to point that. Did I just win the game? I don't even know. Actually, I don't think I did. I think I still lost the game. Wait, so we're doing 20 and 20. Wait, is that game? So I have to go... No, I'm 10 damage short. Isn't that crazy? I'm 10 damage short. If we just got one of our other Frostlass from the deck. So this is how close it was. I could have grabbed an energy switch. There's an energy switch in the deck. There's 2 more Frostlass in the deck. I could have grabbed any of those and won the game. The energy switch obviously wins us with Magical Leaf. The Frostlass wins us with damage counters. But then, of course, what happens? We get none of those and we prize the Frostlass. At any point, if we just got a draw supporter, we win the game. At any point, if we just... What the hell? Is this a bot? This has to be a bot. This has to be the AI. I am so confused right now. Because remember, the AI would never try to win against you. Like, if I would have just been able to get a Lillies or an Iono at any point, we win the game very easily. But instead, we started the game with 2 Crispin and then never found anything else, even though I thinned my deck as much as possible every single turn. Okay, are they going to go for the Tatsugiri again? No, they finally did it. They got it. And then I don't want to wait around for them to select their energy. So remember, I had 12 cards left in deck. And we had, look at this list. Look at all the stuff we had. I guess I didn't need the accompanying flute. But look at all the stuff we had in this deck that could have helped us out. And Zordak, I think they were AI. I think they're AI here. Oh, man. And Mr. Mosh, you're going to miss Arven, the best character in Scarlet and Violet. This is giving me SP on VMAX. Hey, Shiny Ray, you're not the 13-15. I think this is the lowest opponent I've ever faced. They have a 13-15 ranking. I think that's the lowest I've ever seen. And never gonna let me down. Here's a tweet for you. Here's a tweet for you. Never gonna let me down from Frick Astley. I don't know what that means. Like the DC character Arsenal, who is wasn't that what happened to one of the Robins? They became Arsenal. Wasn't that in the Young Justice? All right, we're starting the kitty cat. We got a great starting hand here, baby. I know. Or it could be American Football Conference, because if they're cool. And they could also be a fan of Advance Wars, because Sammy was the... Fun fact, Sammy was the Foot Soldier CO. No! Damn it! Well, you know, we don't face any grass wheat decks, but we do face fire decks. All right, well, what if we can do the thing very, very early? Did you ever think about that? Let's go attach to you. If I guess potentially a Badoo makes sense here. So if I go town, I guess we town store out the Heroes Cape if I can. Let's go town store the Heroes Cape just to try. All right, then I will Lilies, because the Badoo does stop them from getting a Blaziken, which is very helpful for us. And then we go for the Monkey. And then, of course, we end up with a hand that has nothing in it. Fan-freaking-tastic. I mean, I honestly think I just take a chance here. I honestly think I just take a chance and we just go for it. Because if they don't evolve, if they just go for a scratch, then I can knock out the Torchic next turn with my scratch. Oh my god. This Torchic scratch is stronger than Sprigatito. I didn't think they'd just have it like that. Okay, this is a loss. So yeah, I should have used Badoo. should have used that Badoo there. But the Torchic scratch does 30 damage. Sprigatito's scratch does 20. One of them gives up 2 prizes. One of them gives up 1. Oh, man. Okay. Well, that did not go according to plan. And we have to keep the Blaziken in there because it can't attack. So let's go town store for, I don't even care. We just want to get something out of the deck. And I guess counter gain. Yeah, it has more health. That makes it so much better. And then we go Artisan just to get, I guess, a Snow Run out of the deck. Because as you'll notice, we have nothing else going on in our hand, which is really cool. Nothing else fun is happening right now. And this is, the stream will end when I win with Sprigatito. And fun fact, if they just played Charizard without Blaziken, we win this game. Okay, their boss is saying that's really good. That means they're probably not doing anything this turn. All right, well, hey, this is really good because I can bring up the... Yeah, this is great because they should have retreated off that energy. I can just... Oh, this is great. I got this one. I'm guaranteeing a victory right now. I'm literally guaranteeing a victory as long as I have 3 Frostlass in the deck. Okay, I'm winning this game. You can't disprove that. We go Counter Catcher on the Reshiram because we don't want them just drawing more cards if they have like a switch or something. And then Lilies, and then we're going to get a Sprigatito and 3 Frostlass. I mean, I'll take it. It's not good, but I'll take it. Okay, and then we go... There. I'm going to Poké Pad for a Frostlass. Okay. Yeah, please give me all your support here. I need you to be like a bra and give me your support. Okay, and then we may need to shake and bake here. No, I still have to take a knockout with the Sprigatito. And I can do 200 damage to a Charizard. And Pink Girl Gamer Jade, hey, you gotta share. It's women's month. That doesn't mean you can hoard all the bras, okay? You know, we can enjoy them too. And yeah, they had the Zard in their hand, by the way. So I would assume they're just going to... Oh, they're going for Blazing Burst. Okay. So if I can just up a Zard, that'll be great. Okay. If we can get a playable card, we'll be fine. Okay, then I definitely need to gust up. Now I need to gust up the Kangaskhan. And Deku deals. I'm going to win. Don't you worry, I'm going to win this game. I'm guaranteeing you a victory right now. Okay, so I have to counter-catcher the Kangaskhan. That is how we win. We counter-catcher the Kangaskhan, we win the game, we save the cheerleader, we save the world. And yes, that's the Frostlass glitch. And there's a Super Rod. Fan-flippin-tastic. Just what I freaking wanted. All right, so let's go Artisan. And then we Artisan for Badoo because we want to thin out a card. And then I guess we retreat because I don't know what the hell I'm supposed to do right now. I mean, I can knock out the Charmander, but I don't think I want to knock out the Charmander. The Reshiram's never getting knocked out. So I guess I just focus on the Zard and the Fezes. The Zard, Fez, and the Blaziken. And they already have a knockout. I can, you know, attack with Sprigatito next turn. The problem is, obviously, is that the Reshiram just wins the game. And if I had Hero's Cape, fun fact, the Reshiram couldn't take a knockout because it would do 260. So if I didn't Hero's Cape, we'd be in a great spot. And more viewers on YouTube than Twitch. Because I put in the tweet, I specifically put into the tweet, hey, you can watch for free on YouTube. So I masterfully baited like, hey, ad-free experience on YouTube, whereas on Twitch you get like a million ads. But you should definitely stay watching on Twitch because you get the emotes and I get money. It's much better on Twitch. I get money on Twitch and you can use emotes. Was that a legacy energy? Oh, it was a scramble switch. No! Okay, well, they can't use it. And Nobility? Yeah, so actually, since you're subbed, you don't have to be here anymore. What other decks am I running today? Well, that's up to this guy. That's up to this guy. All right, well, now it doesn't matter because the Reshiram's taking a KO. No! Okay, there's a Night Stretcher. So I can attack. The issue, of course, is that I would have to go Super Rod for the Badoo. Badoo in the deck. Artisan for the Badoo. I would much rather have this Monkey Dory in play, but I can't do anything else this turn. And then Night Stretcher for the grass. Retreat into Badoo. And then, I mean, yeah, maybe I should have been focusing on Kangaskhan a little bit more. But again, it doesn't matter because I can't do anything. I can't do, there's nothing I can do here. And I guess if they, you know, do anything, I want to be able to, like, if they Iono me and then I have to Lilies. Is Night Stretcher rotating? No, it is not. Just Super Rod. Super Rod's the main thing. But to replace Super Rod, you have to play Energy Recycler and Sacred Ash or just play like 4 Night Stretcher. Hey, Lapras EX is good. I have a Lapras deck built that's actually not unplayable. Okay, well, Battle Cage doesn't really change that much. We're in the end game at this point. And Shiny Ray, weren't you here on my last stream? I talked about it. Oh, that one. No, that's never going to happen. Unless we get a Baxcalibur reprint. That ain't happening. All right. And they're attaching to the Kangaskhan now, which is very bad. But I guess the Ho-Ho is good, because now I can bring up the Ho-Ho. So please, give me a playable card. Look at, I have played I played 2 Lillies. Because YouTube's really weird when it comes to thumbnails and titles. So it's just really weird when it comes to the titles and thumbnails. You have to change. Oh my god, PDCGL. Why did you have to put Battle Cage down? And Tony, you can check out my thoughts in all the Chaos Rising videos that I've done. Okay, well, we definitely lose now because I can't even play the game. What a anticlimactic finale here, where I'm not even allowed to play the game. Well, I wouldn't find the Pokegears. I'll concede to save us all this time. But the thing is, I wouldn't find the Pokegears. Oh, apparently conceding. There we go. And we don't even get to see the end screen. PDCGL got so mad at us that we didn't get to see the end screen. But I am the most excited for Beedrill. The reason I'm not excited for Greninja, and I was trying to will it into existence that Greninja wouldn't be good, but no, Greninja is playable. I can put the image on the screen, not that one. But obviously it's recency bias, but Mega Greninja is the 3rd best deck in Japan after the first couple days. And what a great mulligan start. I only have, what, 3, 6... I think I have 10 basics in the deck? 11 basics and we still mulliganed? And Gamer Girl, hey, tell all your lady friends, because we need to raise that 5%. This is a horrible start, by the way. Well, I got some bad news for you, TQ. The #1 partner for Greninja is Dragapult. Oh my god, another fire deck. Are you freaking kidding me? Now it's Typhlosion. Another freaking fire deck. Are you kidding me right now? Gassy, you can check out my video on the other channel, on the VODs channel. You can check out my video on the VODs channel if you want. The answer is no. Yeah, but the #1 pairing is Greninja and Dragapult, so the results are kind of skewed. But as you'll notice, this is the top, top 10? They're bossing, by the way. This is the top 10-ish or whatever decks with Chaos Rising. So this includes Perfect Order and Chaos Rising. There is one deck between Perfect Order and Chaos Rising in this tier list. That is pathetic. And again, it goes to show you how bad this year is going to be for the TCG. Okay, we got double Frostlass. But I guess what I do is... okay, and then... Wait, did I have 2 Monkey Dory? I hope I did. All right, we can still win this one. I believe. I believe. Please tell me we have 2 Darkness Energy in the deck as well. Hey! No, we're not starting a new thing, okay? But, well, last year gave us Zoroark, it gave us Alakazam, it gave us, not Grimmsnarl, it gave us Team Rockets, Mewtwo, it gave us Garchomp, it gave us Venusaur. So half of the top 10 came out last year, the other half came out the year before. So, you know, the stuff happened, right? Last year was good. Compared to this year, last year was goated. You know, it gave us Megas, it gave us Trainers Pokemon, which actually ended up being fine. It's just, Greninja is going to be a weird kind of card because we don't know if it counts as a Greninja deck or a Dragapult deck, or if it counts as a Terra Greninja deck because the decks are playing 2 Terra Greninja and 2 Mega Greninja, which is just really weird. So yeah, I definitely lose this game, by the way. Because Typhlosion does not have an ability. If Typhlosion had an ability, but hey, did you notice that we face back-to-back fire decks? So that means the next matchup... What the hell? Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait a second. Wait, what? Excuse me? Yeah. The old Hops Ethan deck. All right, well, there's nothing I can do, right? There's literally nothing I can do to win this game because they're just gonna Ethan's Adventure. And Vortex, but I was thinking about that. The problem is, what's a good lightning deck? Right? If you say, oh, Mega Magnetric, but if Mega Magnetric comes to beat off Mega Greninja, guess what happens with the meta? The Mega Lucario becomes a 15% deck. So if a lightning deck ever becomes something, then all that happens is that Lucario becomes more stronger, and Mega Greninja, you're not gonna, you know, go out of your way to combat that. So Lucario gets better if Greninja gets better. I know it's Belly Bolt, damn straight. Yeah, is there even a point to continuing? I don't think there's a point to continuing because they're fully set up. I can take 2 prizes. Like if I was able to get a Sprigatito, but again, notice how I put like 9 supporters in the deck, 11 if you count Crispin, and I'm just not finding any supporters. Probably the other way around. But I don't know what the Postwick is for. They must have like a Zacian in there or something. And Crypto, but I had a chance, right? Because I only need to do 100 damage. And that's GG. All right. But all I needed to do was literally just 100 damage to a Typhlosion, and that could have been enough. But that would require me to get one of my 9 supporters. All right, so we're going to change the deck because apparently PDCGL hates my face even more than I thought. So we'll get rid of double Arven. We'll go to 4 Iono. I mean, I guess I cut that and we just put in 2 more supporters and then watch me get all my supporters. I guarantee you we're going to get all my supporters now. And it's going to be, oh, we don't need 3 stadiums. We don't need the accompanying flute. Okay, so we'll just go. And what's a fun supporter to add here? I'll put back to the 3rd Darkness Energy just to have it. We'll get a de-evolution. You want me to play youngster? You want me to play with a youngster? All right, what's the last supporter? Grusha doesn't make sense because I do have to attach energy. And yeah, we have Artisan. We have all the things we have. I don't know why I have experience share, but I do. Add Iris. You want me to put Iris? Nimona. All right, fine. The person who gives me the most money. Amaris? No, I can't put I'm going to lose all my hand, Krubix. No, I'm not falling for your lies, Krubix. We're going to play with some youngsters. I'm going to expose myself to all the youngsters. And we don't need Miriam because I don't need that much recovery. Now, I'm the #1 Sprigatito player in the world, okay? I think we're in a bit of trouble right now. We're so low that we can't find a game. We are so low in the ranking that we can't... Oh, there we go. Freeze and Light. Oh, no, they got a high ranking. Wally? Okay. That is not even a good suggestion. Grusha would have been a fine suggestion. Wally's doesn't work. Morty would have been good. especially if I hit with the accompanying flute. Acerola. I would put Acerola, but that would require me to find my supporters. Okay, so remember, I put 10 full shuffle draw supporters in the deck, and then, of course, we get them. Right? Of course, now we get them all. Time. Ooh, that's a good one. Oh, okay, no, this is a win. Oh my god, we can win this one. Oh, ZZ, I started the game insane. I do wish we'd gone first, but being able to shut off their items is huge. And then I'm playing a Frostlass build. They just, okay, everyone cross your toes that they do not concede. They're going to burn all their items. You know, I probably should have put Judge in here instead of Youngster. And probably should have gone for, like, Unfair Stamp instead of Hero's Cape. Because, I mean... No! No! Why? Why are you doing this to me? That was a free win. That was a free win. Okay, it's Brandon again. What were they playing earlier? No, I have to take a knockout with Sprigatito, and it hasn't happened yet. I mean, I've taken knockouts with Sprigatito, but I've lost the games. I have to win the game and take a knockout with Sprigatito. Somebody requested, or somebody suggested, 4 Superior EX, Forest of Vitality, and Dust Noir. I basically went that route, but I chose Lilligan instead of Superior and, like, Lively Stadium. Was this the Dragonite player? Hopefully. Hopefully it was. Please, please be the Dragonite player. Please. Oh, wait, if this is Alakazam, I think we lose. Okay, okay. Hang on. And then we go Tatas. Yeah, Acerola. I would love to put Acerola in here just to really, you know, buy myself a turn. What the hell? Are you kidding me with this? We're facing a Crushing Hammer deck and they hit heads. Oh, I'm glad my pain amuses you, Crypto. So they're playing a stall. Oh my god, it's a full stall deck. It is a full-on stall deck. The good news is this is kind of like the perfect matchup. Why'd they waste a switch? Do they not know that all their Pokemon have free retreat? Oh, they're gonna Zerosic? Okay, well, obviously you're not taking a prize. God, if I'd known what we were facing, I would have done that turn very differently. If I'd known what was about to happen, I would have played that turn massively differently. All right, well, 1 Itchy Pollen, 1 Scratch, and we can win this one. This is the perfect matchup for this deck, because this deck is so bad that stall is actually good for us. Okay, they can't use their Crushing Hammers. Oh, it's Wug Trio. Okay, so I have to oh crap. Okay, so I have to focus on their Wug Trio. That's unfortunate. So then I think it's probably just going to be Itchy Pollen because I want Monkey Dory Darkness. That's what I want. So of course I'm not going to get literally any of those. Okay, what are the odds that they hit? There's 0 chances. There's 0 chance, okay? There is a 0% chance they hit the Super Rod, okay? I am guaranteeing you there is a 0.0% chance they hit the Super Rod. Oh, they don't think I have Monkey Dory in this deck. Okay, well, Crispin's also kind of bad because that lets me do both things, but I'll take it. All right, so we go Nest Ball for Monkey. Poké Pad for Snow Runt. And then Snorunt down. You down. And then I guess I just Lilies. Okay, I know what the actual odds were. All right, we're in a fine spot right now. But if I had both my Monkey Dory, this is a guaranteed win. But I don't have both my Monkey Dory, so guess what that means? That means PDCGL is going to find a way to screw us over. If I had both my Monkey Dory, I don't even have to think. I would just retreat, turbo energize to Monkey Monkey, and then we just win the game. So naturally, PDCGL had to screw us over. All right. Please let this be a Darkness Energy. Thank you. Okay, that's game. And then that'll go there. The question is, do I take multiple knockouts right now? Or do I just start building up the Wug Trio thing? Because obviously they're going to have Counter Catcher. So I think what I do is I Monkey Dory onto a Wiglet. And then Itchy Pollen. Now, we're still doing 69. 69. I only care about when people 69 me. So right now, it's important that I don't take a knockout. I mean, I'm going to have to take a knockout next turn. But it's important right now that I do not take a knockout. And if I just had the stupid... Okay, that's fine. Okay, I'm taking a knockout on a Wiglet. I'm knocking out a Chainling. That's interesting. Actually, I can go Lively. This is hilarious. This is awesome. All right, so we're just setting up KOs everywhere. And then, yeah, we'll just Itchy Pollen again. Because now I can bump the art. Oh, this is amazing. I'm a freaking genius. Look at what's about to happen. I'm going to bump the Lively Stadium with Artisan, take a free prize on the Chainling, and then if they promote their other Chainling, then I can just do the thingy thing on the Chainling. Okay, well, that's bad that they're hitting Iono, because that's going to help me not lose the game. Okay, and then we go 3 on the Cleffa. Keep them item locked one more time. And that's the thing. I'm not going to push my luck. I'm going for it next turn. Okay, so next turn, I'm going to use the Artisan to take a 4-prize turn. Because I don't want to get them to concede on me. Okay, this is going to be a 4-prize turn. And this is how good I am at math. Now, what do you mean trust your luck? Trust your amazingness. Okay, please tell me you got something. There's the Dunsparce. That doesn't matter. Do not shuffle that into your deck. That's like your... Uh-oh. Oh my god, this is going to be the greatest turn ever. As long as they don't concede. There's a Wug Trio. Don't get a second Wug Trio. Uh-oh, they got Ignition Energy. That's actually perfect. That is actually the most perfect thing they could have done. Oh no! No, 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 no. Do not concede. Do not concede. Do not concede. Oh crap. 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 Oh god. Okay. And then we go, I have to knock out. Okay, this is going to be very risky here, but I'm going to take a chance that they don't concede. Okay, I have to take a chance they don't concede because I'm going to take my prizes really quickly, and then they won't concede, and then I just went 1, 2, 3. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Here we go. Don't concede, don't concede, don't concede. I can actually do a butt wipe. I can do a full butt wipe. I can do a butt wipe. Oh god. I have to do it. I have to do it for the memes. The full butt wipe. No! 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 I had it. I had to do it. I had, because I could have gone for the full 5 prize turn, the full board wipe turn. Oh man. But I didn't take a knockout with Sprigatito. I got greedy. I flew too close to the sun. All right, we'll do another poll. We'll see if that counts. So I'm gonna leave it up to chat on the Twitter side, on the Twitch side. So you have to go on to Twitch if you want to vote. Yes, no, does that count? It'll be a 3-minute poll. You can look at my poll for 3 minutes. Yeah, I added 2 youngsters. For those of you watching on YouTube, it's 50%, it's 50-50. No is currently winning now. So what I was trying to do is I got the Monkey Dory off the prizes. I had the energy switch. I was like, oh, I can knock out their Chimecho and just fully win the game and it'll be hilarious. But I flew too close to the sun. I flew too close to the sun. Again with the Blaziken? We're tied once again. We're a third of the way through the poll. It's tied at 9s each. Oh, this is Salamence. Oh, God. Wait, this is good if I have both Monkey Dory and my energy. Okay, they can go to Hooters. This is great. You know, it might not even matter what the results of the poll are. Though they do have Noctowl, but they don't have a Terra, which is fine. So make sure you get your votes in on the Twitch side because this could determine a lot. All right, so we go Spriggy-Tatas and then Crispin. I will go, yeah, it doesn't really matter. So then Grass, Darkness, Turbo Energize, Houndstorm. I'm sure they probably have like a Sparkling Crystal. And then we go for Hero's Cape. And then Turbo Energize. Double Grass to the bench. Okay. We're tied at 10-10. We're just over halfway through the poll. We're tied at 10-10. As long as my opponent doesn't go Rare Candy Blaziken 200 damage, I can knock out the Torchic next turn and win the game. And the yeses are currently winning by, we're tied again. The yeses, we're winning now, it's tied again. Elbandi, there should be something at the top of the chat on the right-hand side. The top of chat on the right-hand side, there should be a way to vote. Oh, no, 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 don't do it. Don't do it. Do not do it. Please, please, no. The YouTube side. See, the YouTube side are my friends. Oh, they didn't concede. They're not conceding. They're not conceding. Uh-oh, it looks like the yeses are going to win. But I don't think it matters because I think we've won this game too. Oh, no, it's tied. Who the hell just voted no? Who just came up? We're tied at 14s each. I wouldn't mind 14s right now. And Krubix, okay, we just tied. So we just tied at 14 yes, 14 no. So that means the no's win. Well, the yeses were winning. Okay, so I will do a re-poll. We will re-vote. And I will allow you to use your channel points. Okay, so let's go for an air balloon. I will have the... oh, I don't have an air balloon. Fantastic. I do not have an air balloon. That would have made too much sense. Okay, so we go Badoo. We're going to do that. I will attach the grass to the Monkey Dory. We'll go Youngster. Does it count? Okay, and then we have Poké Pad for Snow Runt. And then I go retreat off the grass. Go into the Badoo. Because I do... And Krubix, thank you for all the money. All right, so yes, no, but now you can use your channel points to vote. It'll be 100 channel points per extra vote. Actually, no, we'll make it 500. We'll make it 500 to make it, no, because what about the new viewers? All right, here you go. Now now the floodgates are open. There's going to be no ties here. Someone's going to bet all their channel points and vote no 1,000 times. Yeah, we're letting the person with the most channel points decide, but that's how it should be. You give me the most money, you have the most power over me. Just like how Mistress Paddlebottom has the most power over me because I give her the most money. All right, so if you can't remember, Salamence sucks. It does 50 damage to each of your opponent's bench Pokemon, so that's really good. Their Dragon D's nuts, which is also fine. It's not a Terra, though, so I'm not... Wait, what's their Terra? Yeah, I'm not even going to check the results of the poll right now, but it's over 200 something. All right, so let's go and get, I guess, counter gain. Oh, geez. I mean, what do I even do right now? I don't have any playable cards. And they're just building up their stupid Salamence. So I guess I do knock out the Noctowl. But the Blaziken is also a huge problem. Like, there's no good way for me to deal with this. And it's surprisingly close. We have 400 votes no, 370 votes yes. Oh yeah, they also have Thick Scale. Of course they have Thick Scale, which reduces the damage it takes from grass Pokemon by 50. So I'm doing a hot 50, and they have Dragon freaking Impact and Boomerang Energy. All right, so I have to put as much damage on this as possible, then de-evolution. 1 point. 1 point is currently separating them. They are separated by 1 point right now. All right, so let's go Town Store for the de-evolution. Get that out there, and then I can win the game next turn. It is that simple. We can win the game next turn. But I needed a dude. My God, 50 damage. The no's are currently winning at 53%, and there's like a minute left in the poll. And, oh, I forgot about, I forgot about all this. I forgot about the fact that the Frostlass will knock out my Munkidori if they just have an energy, which they do. This was going to be a win. This was going to be a win, and then they quad attached to a Salamence, and now we're going to lose. Okay, if I can get... Yeah, there's the Boomer energy. Come on, yeses, I believe in you. Ah, it was 1,000 votes for no. It was 1,000 votes for no, 900 for yes. So it does not count. We got to keep going. It's going to be the longest stream in history. All right, we still don't have anything. This is great. This is so awesome that I just can't find even the most basic cards. I am so excited about this. All right, so 1, 2, 3. I have to knock out the Salamence this turn. And then I guess go Night Stretcher for the Tito. Grass energy on you. And I would like to counter catcher the Bagon, I guess. I guess we get the Bagon, her head, because I don't want to look at her face. All right, so then we go de-evolution. And then we just have to hope against hope that they do not have it like that. I guess I can Crispin, even though it's, yeah, it's just Darkness Energy in the deck. And then we go de-evolution, and we have to hope they can't get a Blaziken. We have to hope they can't get a freaking Blaziken, because that's their win con here. Oh, but this all counts. This is going to count as a win if I win this game. I think we can all agree this is going to count as a win. No, we did not do it, YouTube. I thought the YouTube audience was on my side. I still have no idea what their Terra is. Maybe they don't know what Noctowl does. Please, please no. Please no Rare Candy Blaziken. Do not give me a Rare Candy. Okay, that's good. That is great. As long as they don't have Crispin, Sparkling Crystal, As long as they have no way of finding a sparkling crystal, if that's their A-spec, as long as they don't have a way to find Crispin Sparkling Crystal, we will be totally fine. As long as there's zero chance they can get Crispin Sparkling Crystal. Oh, they got double rare. Oh, God. Oh, no. That's even worse. Okay, maybe they don't have an energy? Maybe they're out of energy? Maybe that's going to happen. They have zero energy? But I couldn't not use my de-evolution that turn is the problem. I had to use, oh God. I had to use the de-evolution that turn because we had no other option. Okay, so they can't attack this turn, which is good. And I do have a Night Stretcher, which isn't that helpful. You know, it's not all that helpful that now that I think about it. Okay, there's that. There's that card. So then we go for the... Actually, no, I guess I screwed up and I should have not done that. Because we should have more Sprigatito in the deck, right? So, yeah, I guess I just... We'll Air Balloon the Frostlass. Don't want to put the Badoo down because of the stupid Salamence, even though I don't think we have to worry about that. Okay, we got the Sprigatito and then zero energy. We got the Sprigatito and then we also have zero energy. Fantastic. So then I want to go Poffin for one Snow Runt. Town Store for the counter gain. Counter gain the Sprigatito. Night Stretcher for the grass energy. Get the grass energy. Do the thing. Adrenabrain. I don't know how I'm going to deal with this Blaziken. That is beyond my expertise. Expertise nuts. Okay, so this will get knocked out soon. This won't. This won't. This won't. This won't. All I have to do is knock out Blaziken, Noctowl, and Fanrotom, though, to win, right? Oh, they got the Torrential Pump, don't they? They got the Torrential Pump. So it'll be Crispin or Sparkling Crystal, I guess. And then they'll take a 2-prize turn next turn. Damn it. So yeah, they got the Sob. I should have known they were going to do that, but there's not a whole lot I can do right now. Unless I get a counter catcher. I think that's the only thing I can do is get a counter catcher right now. So let's go Experience Share. I have 2 counter catcher in the deck. We can do this. We can absolutely freaking do this. I'm going to put that there. I have to, actually, no, we can believe in the heart of the cards, everybody. We can do this. Are you freaking kidding me? Okay, well, there should be a counter catcher in the prizes. Nope, it's in the discard pile. Well, we had a decent chance of finding what we needed, and then PDCGL said, "Hey, what if you don't get one of your 2 cards that can win you this game?" Attempt number 12 we go. Oh, man. The Descent. It's not just a terrible movie, it's also what's happening with my sanity right now. Can you just hear the defeat in my voice right now? What? What's that face for? I'm playing a Sprigatito deck, and I put up a fight. The fact that you almost lost that game is kind of funny. And I've never actually seen it. I just assumed it was bad because it's a Wino Lilligant to power up Kitty. That was the first build, but Tex Falls for you, Tex. I'm gonna switch back to it. And just think, well, you could have voted, yeah. What do you mean? What do you mean? They probably hit the concede button earlier. What do you mean? You're the one who voted to spend 20,000 channel points. You spent 20,000 channel points to vote no, And then you're saying, oh, well, if you hadn't BM them, to be fair, they probably did concede as I took that prize, and PDCGL just, you know, took forever. All right. If we win this game, you know who to thank. What's the list like? It has Sprigatito in it. What do you think? What's the list like? It doesn't matter. It has Sprigatito. Sprigatito's the main card. It doesn't matter what it's like. It has Sprigatito, and I have to win with Sprigatito. All right, my opponent loves balls, and it's... What the hell is Dragapult doing in the bottom of the 1300s? What is even going on right now? All right, Tex Falls, if I knew how to ban people on YouTube, you'd be banned right now. Yeah, it's definitely missing. How are they this low? How are you in the bottom of the 1300s with a blinged out Dragapult Charizard? That makes no sense. And PB in GC? Okay, I just don't even know why I would bother. And PB, the problem is that you have to put 3 energy on Sprigatito. That is the issue. The problem isn't that, yeah, I could use Scratch, but then I'm still doing 100 damage, right? I could have 4 Lilligant, and I'm still only doing 100 damage with Scratch. And then, you know, like I need to get 3 energy on this thing, which is not easy either. All right, so let's do that. I will... Lily's Determination. Okay, this is good. This is actually very good. We got a Turbo Energize. I probably am not going to get a second Sprigatito, but we have Turbo Energize, and then obviously our supporter is another Lily's that we can definitely use, and we won't be stuck with a stupid Arven that doesn't let me do anything. Definitely not going to happen. Lomed, because I can be bribed. Never going to let you down. Single-footedly footed the bill here. And ZZ Top, yeah. I mean, Okie Dokie will probably be in my top 10 fun decks, not the top 10 actual decks. Ooh, okay. So don't expect to see it in the original top 10 best. And Yonder, it's whatever you want. I guess I could embiggen that. So you can attach them however you want. At PDCGL Dev, I've won like 4 or 5 games. The problem is I haven't met the criteria. I have yet to meet the criterion collection here. So one of the issues is that I want them to take a knockout so I can activate Counter Catcher. But it looks like I'm going to have to take a knockout, which is bad. All right, well, Fez is going down. They have item locked me. I have to Fez. We can go, I guess, Air Balloon, and then Lily's for 8. Because I can't let their Monkey Dory eat my butt here as much as I would like them to. And I did not check my deck to see what the optimal strategy is here. But I guess we do that. I guess I attach to the Petalil, just in case I'm forced to Lilligant again. Yeah, 4 Superior, 3 Lilligant, Teal Mask Ogerpon, all the things. You're still doing 160 with Scratch. Okay, if they don't evolve that Dracloak, I can knock it out. And the Zard is weak to grass, and I'm going to have access to my things. Okay, hang on. Yeah, the Ludicolo, I should probably take that out since I've played this deck like 6 or 7 times and never gotten it out. But I'm just trying to survive long enough, right? That's it. I just want to survive long enough where Sprigatito can do something. All right, if I can get 2 Lilligant, there's a decent chance we win this game. There is a decent chance that I can win this game. And I never thought I'd be saying that. And TQ, you mean my most successful tweet? Actually, I think the Badoo tweet is now the biggest one. But my second most successful tweet? All right, as long as they... Yeah, that's not good. Like, what is this? What is this doing? What is this doing in the bottom of the 1300s? This is like a tier 1 deck. And then they unstamp me. Great. And wait, are you... Okay, I can't see where you're from, but you're on the Twitch side. And ZZ, Dragapult doesn't have Counter Catcher or Iono. So Counter Catcher, Iono, Hawlucha, Golden Go, those are all gone. Those all help Mega Venusaur. And Mega Venusaur not getting one-shot means it can use Wallies more, which is really strong. And Dusknoir, you just play a Psyduck. And now Dragapult can't use Hawlucha to get rid of the thing right away. All right, if I played Healing, this would be really good. If I had a Ludicolo, that would be even better. All right, so we go Bug Catching Set to shuffle the deck. There's a Lilligant. Okay, okay. And then Pokegear for Lilies. That's an Arven. Well, I can go Poké Pad. Okay, okay, hang on, hang on. Don't count me out just yet. Do not count me out just yet. So wait, do I have a Fez on the field. And then, of course, we prize the Lotad. Yep, Lotad's prized. My options are I can Poké Pad for a Lilligant. Or I can start building up another Sprigatito. Neither seems great. Yeah, they're going to have Jamming... Well, they might not have Jamming Tower because it's the Charizard build, but they'll have Jamming Tower because they're fun like that. All right, so let's go for Sprigatito. And then I guess we attach there. I guess we Air Balloon to the Fez. And then, hey, we did just do 240. And DC fan, true. All right, but yeah, I mean, they have a 10-card hand. There's not much I can do. There's not much I can do against a 10-card hand when they have when they're fully set up. They have everything. All right, so I'm just going to put the 3 grass energy back in the deck with Super Rod and then hope the Fez is enough. Because this is getting a little... oh, there's an Iono. Okay. I don't think that's good, but I can knock out the Zard. But then the Dragapult's the stopping power here. As soon as they get a Dragapult, I lose. And they probably have 2 in the deck. I mean... I could knock out this Dracloak with this Lilligant. So that is a possibility. And yeah. And Fox, well, I'm locked in. What do you mean I'm locked in? I'm trying to win. Oh, they got the Dragapult. That's GG. No point continuing. If they didn't get the Dragapult, we had somewhat of a chance. But as soon as they got the Dragapult, it was obvious that we can't win. So mods on the YouTube side, ban text. But we'll get the... I've never used the Ludicolo, so what can I add to this deck to make it better? Is there anything I can add to this deck to make it better? I don't think so. Do I have I have a Counter Catcher? And don't worry, Tex, you're fine. All right, I guess we just add Judge and brick them. All right, this is your last chance, Tex. This is your last chance. I'm going to use the old one. We're going to cut the Arven because apparently everyone's using... Ooh, I like the ice cream. I like the ice cream. Okay, so oh no, I had the Arven for the Turbo Energized plays. So I guess maybe I do need it. But let's, yeah, we'll take out the Pokegears. Who needs Pokegear, am I right? And then we'll cut an Iono. I mean, I guess I can put like a Monkey Dory and a Darkness Energy in here. But, let's just go for a 4/4 Lilligant. At this point, let's just go 4/4 Lilligant and just believe in the heart of the cards. Let's just call it as it is. We got to believe in the heart of the cards at some point. We have 3 Poké Pad, 2 Nest Ball, Lively Stadium, Bug Catching Set. Bug Catching Set's kind of been a disappointment. What was the other card I was going to add? Oh, a Counter Gain. Or Experience Share? Counter Gain or Experience Share? Probably Counter Gain. And Patrick, I bet you're excited for Mega Starmie. And wait, yeah, how is my... I guess my elo doesn't drop if I face people with a higher ranking than me. I guess that would be the thinking there. Is it doesn't drop if I face someone with a higher ranking. And I may have put the perfect order cards in the wrong section of my computer. There you go. All right. Hey, we're facing a lightning deck with Pidgeot. It will be it's probably the best attacker in perfect order. So you say it won't be good, but it's actually the best attacker in perfect order. And yes, this is an official English card right here. Yeah, it's on YouTube right now. What do you mean? It's going to be, it's on YouTube right now. There you go. So there's the Mega Star. They literally, someone at the Pokemon company was like, hey, no, you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that, Fox. They're just huge fans of SpongeBob. And Ability, yes, Grimmsnarl is better. That's why it's higher up on the rankings. That is why Grimmsnarl is higher up on the rankings, is because it's better. As you can see by the lack of Starmie and the addition of... Are you kidding me? It's Dragapult again? It's Dragapult Monkey Dory this time. I don't understand people and what is wrong with their faces. All right, so we're going to go... If I have a... I guess I just go for a Badoo because I don't have all the things. I know you can't see, but I'm just trying to show you. So yeah, the fact that Grimmsnarl is ahead of Starmie and Starmie's not even on the list just kind of goes to show you. But they have a 1307 ranking. Nobility, I don't like it just because it requires too much thinking. You know, it's really good, but it requires thinking, which I don't like. Yeah, we're literally facing people in the 1300s who are just playing Dragapult. And, oh, I can knock out the Dreepy. If I get triple Lilligant, I can knock out the Dreepy. Okay, so we go retreat into the Badoo. And then I get the Lilligant. I will Lily's Determination. Somehow we didn't get Sprigatito because this game hates me. And then there's a Lilligant. But we know that they have a Darkness Energy, which is the problem. So I guess I go Lively Stadium and then Itchy Pollen. And then just hope this is good enough. And text, but then I have to play Energy Switch. Right? Then I have to play Energy Switch. It's much easier just to Itchy Pollen. Right? Because odds are I'd be Badooed. And we don't want that. And, well, there's no good list, okay? I understand people are giving me suggestions that are, you know, helpful. There's no actual good list. You can come up with the ideas however you want. It's still only doing 100 damage, right? It's still doing 20 damage with Scratch and then 100 damage with Magical Leaf. You're still four-shotting a Dragapult with this thing. All right, so I can knock out their Dracloak this turn, and then maybe one day we'll get a Sprigatito. Okay, so we'll go, I guess, Petalil, because if I get an Air Balloon, I want the Petalil to do the thing. And then there's the bosses that we don't want. I want to waste the Poffin. And then I might have to Hero's Cape, but I think in this situation, it's just Judge. And then I can knock out the Dracloak with anybody. As long as I get an energy. As long as I get one of my 7 energy. Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me right now? We had 7 energy in the deck, needed one of them, or the Air Balloon. So we had 7 chances. We had 7 chances to knock out the Dracloak and win the game. We got 0. We got 0. 7 cards in the deck. 7 outs. 7 ways to win the game. Drawing 7 cards. And PDCGL said, nah. Wait, what the hell? Wait, what? Wait. Hang on a second. Okay. I can still knock out that Dracloak, I think, right? No, I can't, because now they've healed it. I can't use... I'm doing 60 damage with Scratch? Oh my god. I do 60 damage with Scratch. The Monkey Dory has saved them. Oh, man. Okay. We're going to win this game eventually, okay? Everyone press 1 if you believe. Press 1 if you believe in the heart of the cards here. You had the power, Never Gonna Let Me Down. You had the power to decide my fate. And you chose evil. Alright, well, I think at this point I use Iono, right? Because I don't want any of these... And then they're not here. And then they're not here. Alright, so Badoo in the active. No, I have to take a knockout. Okay, we got Grass Energy. That's good. I Iono them lower. I don't have a way to buff the damage any further. And he didn't care. Alright, so I have to go... Yeah, I guess we just Petalil. So I'm going to flip the script, not get a supporter. Actually, we got one. Okay, and then... Petalil goes down. Hopefully they didn't just get a freaking Dragapult, because that would be terrible. And then I will Itchy Pollen. Yeah, but I thought you'd care about me. I thought you'd say, I'm gonna have mercy. All right, as long as I didn't Iono them into Jamming Tower, we should be okay. As long as I didn't Iono them into Jamming Tower Dragapult, we should be fine. Or it'll be Jamming Tower Dragapult Boss's Orders is what I gave them. All right, so they can knock out the Badoo because I gave them a Darkness Energy, which is fantastic. And now I have to take a big chance. I have to take a chance that they don't have a Dragapult by putting up the Sprigatito, or I guess I can just give them a Lilligant. No, it has to be the Fez. I think it has to be the Fez in this situation. Because it'll survive. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I can knock out the Dracloak next turn. As long as they don't find a Dragapult, we can win this game. It is still very winnable, because I can use Magical Leaf next turn. If all they do is Dragon Headbutt, we win this game. Oh my goodness. I know the Air Balloon's in the deck, because I'm not that stupid. Alright, then we go... There's a Hero's Cape. Well, I can't use it, because I gotta put the counter gain on the Sprigatito, which is super unfortunate, by the way. Okay, and then we go... Oh, no, I definitely... Actually, no, I think we save the Iono for later, because we're definitely going to need the Iono at some point. And then, yeah, we'll Poké Pad for Lilligant. Actually, can I take the knockout if I get the other Lilligant? Does Scratch take the KO? Let's do the math here. Does Scratch take the KO? Retreat? Please tell me this is 80 damage. Oh my goodness, we can put a Hero's Cape on it. We can put a Hero's Cape on it, and I think that might be GG. We can go Scratch for a win. Alright, and then next turn I'm going to Iono them, because we still have Counter Catcher. I can Iono them, we can get them low. We have our Jumbo Ice Cream. The problem, of course, is what happens if they bring up a Lilligant? If they concede, that's game winning, because they would have lost this game, and I can just knock out Dreepy all day. Well, I can knock out like 2, because I should have a bosses in it. Are you kidding me? Uh-oh. 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 Okay, well, it's only fitting that this is going to come down to coin flips. It is only fitting that this is going to come down to coin flips. All right, well, I have to, I guess, Super Rod the grass, because I still need to find another grass energy. And I guess I put a Badoo in there. No, the Badoo is bad. But there is a chance that maybe I can make it work. All right, so we have to go. Let's Poké Pad out, whatever, doesn't matter. We'll get the Badoo. And then there's nothing else I can thin out, so we bug catching set for a grass. Get the Sprigatito as well. And I mean, they didn't do anything, so yeah, we're just... Come on, buddy. I've never believed harder in a heads flip on Confusion ever. Yes! All right, we got the Magical Leaf, baby. And we heal. I got a 330 hit point Sprigatito, and we're going to beat Dragapult. Well, I mean, we don't even know if it's a Dragapult deck. We still have no idea if this is a Dragapult deck. Oh, I think they rage quit. I think they rage quit. Damn it, they didn't. Please, please rage quit. This is the one time I want someone to rage quit. All right, so the problem here... No, I guess I just retreat into this Sprigatito. And I can do 80 damage on somebody, so I can counter catcher a Dreepy. And then just hope that the Iono... Oh, it has 100 hit points. Uh-oh. Okay, they put a Darkness Energy on it. That's good. Well, they put a Darkness Energy on it, so that... I don't know what that means. Wait, who are they... Are they going into Monkey Dory again? Interesting. Okay. Now here's where it gets a little interesting. I think I go Sprigatito, counter gain, counter catcher, the Dreepy. Let's go Arven. Bug catching set, Bravery Charm. Okay, and then I will bug catching set for double energy. We hard retreat the Sprigatito. I go attach to you, and then we scratch. I know it's only 80 damage. And I know they have a Monkey Dory, but I couldn't take the risk that, you know, I damage myself. But the thing is they, as long as they don't have Rare Candy Dragapult, and even if they do have Rare Candy... No! No, 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 no! Wait. No, we're fine. We're fine. I'm doing 160 damage. They can only heal off a little bit each turn. As long as they don't have any Gust. As long as they don't have any Gust cards, we are fine. Oh, wait, are they retreating again? Oh, this is great if they retreat. Oh, they're using Jet Headbutt. Okay, so that's fine. I think we're in business right now. So then we go, as long as they don't have a Gust card. As long as they don't have a Gust card, we win this game. Yeah, the Neo Upper is obviously going to be a problem. But as long as they don't have a Gust card, they have a fully... You're at the bottom of the 1300s with a fully blinged out Dragapult deck. I win the game next turn if they don't pull a Neo Upper out their butt. As long as they're not hiding a Neo Upper energy in their butt right now, we win the game. Because even if they retreat and attack with Monkey Dory, I can boss up their Dragapult again. The only issue is that I think I used my Super Rod and there's only 8 energy in the deck. So things could get real sketchy here. Because my Air Balloon's on the Fez. These Lilligant have a 2 retreat cost. I'm a little concerned. Okay, so I think I knock out the Monkey Dory. Right? I think knocking out the Monkey Dory actually makes the most sense here. So we go retreat. knock out the Monkey Dory, because that is causing me the most problems right now. And then we save our hand. We go Magical Leaf. Oh, this is going to come down to a boss's orders. You know, they have a 37-card deck. I can knock out that Dragapult. Oh, we got another Air Balloon. Okay. See, I told you I'm a genius. Now do a Limitless tournament and then go 0-3 drop, you mean? It's only fitting that it's Dragapult that we beat for the win here, right? It's only fitting that it's Dragapult. And we didn't even use the Jumbo Ice Cream. I guess technically the 4-4 Lilligant, right? The 4-4 Lilligant probably won us this game because I prized the Lilligant. And then we got to give him a thumbs up. Yusuf. Oh, what the hell? Okay, I think we're seeing why this is in the bottom. Oh, Yusuf. Yusuf. Is there a joke there? Does anyone have a pun with Yusuf's name? Isn't this is Yusuf? Oh wow, okay. Yusuf, if you're watching the VOD, Never Gonna Let Me Down is only salty because they Never Gonna Let Me Down wanted me to play this for 7 hours straight and lose even more sanity. And there, Yander, thank you. You suffer no longer. Thank you. Uh-oh. Wait. Uh-oh. Hang on. That's actually really bad. I don't take the knockout now. Yeah, you suffer no longer. Uh-oh. I thought I had game, but then they dropped the luxurious tape on me. Oh, man. Attempt number 13. It took me literally 2 hours and 30 minutes to win one game with Sprigatito, taking a knockout with the Sprigatito. I won like 4 or 5 games. I did win like 4 or 5 games, or 6 or 7 if for you kids out there. I did win 6 or 7 games. The problem is that, you know, it was thanks to Frostlass and Badoo. Oh, there we go. The moment you've all been waiting for. We win for the first time in TCG Live history. Somebody won a game with Sprigatito, taking the final knockout with Sprigatito, taking all 6 prizes with Sprigatito, I think. And there you go. The Sprigatito, the worst EX card ever printed. Yes, even worse than Mimikyu EX and the new Lapras EX. Sprigatito is the worst EX ever printed. I won a game taking all of my prizes. And against Dragapult, because Dragapult sucks. Never Let Me Down, way too much work. If you want to do it, go for it. I'll give you all, if anybody wants to make a highlights video, I will give you all the ad revenue from it. All right, what do you mean the Darkrai? Oh, like the Darkrai EX? This guy? This is better than Sprigatito. This is better than Sprigatito. Both of its attacks do more damage than Sprigatito. All right, I am free. And let's, what was there a fun deck that I had planned? Let's play, you know what? Let's play Lapras. Somebody mentioned Lapras. I know it's not the right Lapras. Yeah, it's been so fun. Let's never do it again. And Tex Falls, paid actor Yggdrasil. After 13 games, nah, that's just pure skill. That's just pure skill at that point. And this person's under 1,300. This person is under 1,300. I have never seen that before. Yeah, PDC GL Dev, there you go. Dragapult doesn't count. Yeah, beating the #1 deck in the world. No, I will not play Dustox. We've all been there. We're not going to do that. And Tex Falls, what's the deck? Because Mega Lottie. Oh, God, no. No, I played that. I tried to make it work. It's terrible. Why not Meowscarada? That would make too much sense because Meowscarada evolves from Sprigatito, and I'm having sure we'll play Meowscarada after this. I just wanted a break from the kitty cat for a second. I wanted a moment's rest for pity's sake. Mousehole DX, not enough time. All right, so that was nobody. Oh, sorry. One person voted 10 channel points for 10 to 14. And no one's playing Gardevoir anymore. Oh my, you're under 1300. You're playing Lucario? All right. Can I get a couple? That's not what I wanted, but I guess I'll take it. All right, so we go basic grass on the Lapras, Forest of Vitality, Iono, hope for something good. Mega Latias with Kamala. Hey, I like that, but that's you're cooking a little too hard. You're cooking a little bit too hard right now. Okay, I'm gonna bug catching set first to see what I get. Ooh, that is amazing. I could literally Larimar Rain Mega Lucario next turn for game. I literally have a chance. Oh no, sorry, to Power Splash a Mega Lucario for game next turn. Alternatively, they can also win the game next turn. So my guesstimation is that I'll probably stream tomorrow and then like Saturday or next Monday. And Text Falls. Oh no, I built that. I know it works. It's just what do you do after turn 1? And also they knock out 2 Latias and then you lose. they knock out 2 Latias and then you lose. Or Latios. Zerosic. Are you freaking kidding me right now? You having a laugh, mate? You having a laugh? All right, well, this is bad. I could have won. Maybe if I top deck a Lilies will be okay, but I doubt that. And now I'm about to lose the game. Ooh, okay, hang on. Please give me like 17 energy. That's 1. And oh no, I am a Kamala connoisseur. I voted for Kamala Harris twice. Oh, if I can get Meganium, I think we got it. I think we have it if I can get Meganium. Oh my god, you're only doing 200 damage. You suck so hard. All right, so I'm going to save the water. And Beefy, it'll be in one of the upcoming videos. Okay, that's not good. I guess what I do is Nest Ball for Chikorita. Okay, that's going to go there. That's going to go there. That has to go there. And then Power Splash. Yeah, I think I had it in the top 10 cards that gets better, but I didn't have the list for it. So it's in the top 10 cards that gets better, but not the Dex video. That'll be coming up soon. But yeah, Text Falls. I have such bad memories of Latias that I can't play it. You know, maybe I'll revisit it one day, but it's just not strong enough. And PB, I did. The problem is that everyone's playing in stadiums these days. The problem is that everyone has a stadium. And Beefy, they should make sure they're buttered up too. Make sure they're buttered up like a nut squash. Okay, so this is bad, but this is good. They have a Rigid Band. They have a Cave Troll. All right, so are they going to Mega Brave? And oh yeah, sorry. That's yeah. I was. The problem is that everyone's playing good decks. That's what I meant. Is that everyone's playing good decks these days, and that's a problem. All right. So if I can just get a Poké Pad, I think we still come up short of a KO. Ooh, that's a Super Rod. Okay, so I want to Fez first, and then hope we get something good. That is the opposite of something good. But I guess I put in grass, water, and still just believe in the heart of the cards here. Because if I don't get the knockout this turn, we lose. Ooh, hello. Okay, this is still not great. But if I can go get Vileplume, which is not realistically what I want here. And, you know, we also got 3 energy in the hand, which is also not good. Okay. I'm not going to do the math. We just need 1 energy. There needs to be 1 energy in the top 8 cards of our deck. That is it. We got 1. We needed 1. We got 1. And Beefy Sea Dragon, have I seen the new pre-rotation mode because people yelled at them and they finally listened. All right, so I'm not quite sure how I win this game, but I can maybe win this game. Especially with the Riolu promotion. So yes, if you're still playing IRL, because there's a 2-week period between PDCGL rotating and IRL rotation. So there's a 2-week period, so they're just giving people sort of a grace period. Okay, are they going to acceleratingly stab me? Larry's skill issue. So they're going to go for a Lucario, supporter, and then just a fighting energy or something? No, for some reason it's a 3-week trainer trial, even though IRL rotation is the 10th. So it's a little weird that it's a 3-week trainer trial when it'll just last for an extra week. No, it's April 10th IRL. But PDCGL rotation is the 26th. So yeah, it's a little weird that it goes an extra week, but you know, you can't expect them to do smart things. All right, so I win this game if I get a Meganium. I'm pretty sure I win this game if I get a Meganium. I win this Megamium if I get a Meganium. That's an Oddish. All right, well, let's attach to you. We're going to Lilies for 6. And then we hope for the best. What the hell? Okay, this could be a Bayleaf and a Meganium. Oh my goodness! Okay, I don't think we have it. I think we're still short a little bit. But I can take the knockout with Oddish next turn, maybe. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? There is no way. There is no way we're going to lose this game because of that. Are you freaking kidding me? Oh, man. Okay, so I have to, I guess, just like feed them a Vileplume and let them knock out a Vileplume. And then hope they don't target the Fez. Because they did get a Larry skill, so they could get a Bosses. And Beefy, oh, they're playing Larry. I thought this was Larry's skill. And PB and JC, they just fixed it. They just fixed it like a month ago, so it finally works on PDCGL, which is a sad thing to say after it came out like 7 months ago. And ZZ, that's way too much work for a game that's been out for 4 years. Way too much work. And PDCGL dev, if Dragapult didn't exist, we would honestly be in the best meta probably in the history of the game. We would be in the most healthiest meta in the history of the game if Dragapult didn't exist post-rotation. If Dragapult was rotating, we would literally have the best meta because it is such a good spread. Like, Lucario would still be number 1, but it would not be like a slam dunkaroo. There's a Bayleaf that I don't want. I guess we just Lilies first, because I have to knock out this Lucario for game. I guess I attach to the Fez and go for the Fez win, since that's like more guaranteed. Right, because I don't have a Lapras. There's a Prime Catch. Ooh, okay, so we win next turn. I do win the game next turn. And I don't think I want that. Let's go for Chikorita. We have 2 energy left in deck. So I win the game next turn if PDCGL doesn't screw me over. Actually, we don't want that in the deck. Or we don't want that in our hand. And then I go... I guess it's fine to Gloom this one, because then I still have a Vileplume. Yeah, I didn't think that was going to hit, but we have Prime Catcher. So no matter what they do, if this Fezandipiti survives, I win the game. If this Fezandipiti survives this turn, I win the game. I mean, the fact that they didn't just immediately Bosses and then Aura Jab is a pretty good sign. Scoop up Cyclone. Are you freaking kidding me? You know what? I think that's a concede. I think that's conceded clock right there. Press 1. Why didn't I attack with Chikorita? Because it has a rigid band. It had a rigid band, so I couldn't knock it out. It had a rigid band. And then they used a scoop up Cyclone. Because of course they did. And then PDCGL broke. And well, we already have Briar, right? Briar seems like it could help. All right, well, I mean, we can't win now unless I get the nuts, and we're not going to play with the nuts. And ZZ, yeah, it's best not to think about the nonsensical things that have happened here. The best guess is that the same people who've been working on this game are not the same people who started working on this game, and they keep churning over staff. Because imagine what it must be like being a developer on this game where you're underfunded, understaffed, no one knows what they're doing, the back-end code is a mess. Like, no one, it's not like who's working on this game, it's who would want to work on this game. And Fox, if I could pin that comment on Twitch, I would. So what you have to understand is that they're spending no money on the game. The people working on the game probably started a month ago because they keep churning through the developers like they're butter. I wouldn't mind if you churn my butter. So just that's the best guess, is that inexperienced, underpaid, underfed. And Krubix, I already got your money. You can't do it. Uh-oh. I hope I play Shaymin. Well, you can watch the VOD. You can watch the VOD all over again. All right, so yeah, I'm just going to play Wacky Decks for the final 2 streams before rotation. There's a Badoo. That's fine, I guess. All right, so let's... Poké Pad, do we have a Shaymin? We do not! Do not have a Shaymin. That would be way too useful. All right, let's put this guy back down. Well, if I had a Shaymin, we would have won. So naturally, that is... And I didn't even get an energy. I can go Secret Box. The problem with playing Secret Box, just to Badoo them... I mean, I guess it technically makes sense to get rid of Sprigatito, Bayleaf, Forest of Vitality. And then I guess I can Bosses, Air Balloon, Bug Catching Set. I guess Earthen Vessel makes the most sense, so I'll get the Arven instead, because I'll get rid of that with Earthen Vessel. And then Forest of Vitality. All right, so that gets rid of that. We have 1, 2. That stupid freaking butt face had to suck a butt again. All right, then we go there. And I will attach to you, and then we Itchy Pollen, and then we hope they don't got it like that. Well, yeah, for about 3 updates in a row, you had to re-download the game. So you don't have to uninstall and reinstall. You just have to go to the page and just download it again. And ZZ, exactly. That's why everyone hates this game so much. So yeah, for like 3 updates in a row, they force you to do the thing. Oh my goodness. But that's fine, because now I win. Because PDCGL is such a well-made game. You know, we've been over this so many times. PDCGL, best game ever made. They definitely know what they're doing. They definitely are not 20 monkeys on a typewriter. It was the best of times. It was the blurst of times. All right, let's use Bug Catching Set. Get nothing that I actually need. Actually, that's true. We got nothing that I actually needed. Should have not done that. That was an oopsie. In my pants again. Happens way too often these days. Happens when you get older. Okay, we got the Meowsterata. That's fine. And then we Fez first. If I tried Heliolisk, you're on YouTube. You can watch the oh, good God. You can watch it on the VODs channel. It did not go well. All right, is it worth it to waste an energy just to put 30 damage on a... I don't think it is. Right? Because I can just knock out a Natu or a Xatu with Scratching Nails regardless. I don't need to put damage on it. Yes, if you want to watch my old streams, you can go to the Lives tab on the VODs channel. So if you're on Twitch and you want to watch the old streams, you can go to the Live tab for the past 4 live streams or whatever. Oh no, not a Mimikyu. Whatever will I do? Oh, it was Slowking EX. I thought this was, oh, they have, oh my God. I didn't even, how did no one tell me they have Daisy's help in here? But yes, I did play Heliolisk, and that's actually one of my better shorts. And ZZ, sounds like she's very wise. Sounds like she's very wise. All right, well, oh, that's not good. So I have to knock out the dude with a Florigato. I have to knock out the Cornerstone Mask with Florigato. No, I can still affect it with my ability. Tool Scrapper. Metronome Clefable. I'm saving that for post-rotation because that doesn't rotate. I thought it rotated. It does not rotate. So I'm saving that for post-rotation because it's actually going to be one of the fun decks to play. How do I still not have a Bayleaf? This makes absolutely no sense that I still don't have a Bayleaf. Yeah, I honestly thought it rotated, but it does not, so I'll be saving that for post-rotation just as a fun deck to play. There we go. We have a Meganium, and we have nothing else. Fantastic. So I guess I just Evolvify. Show them my Evolvify. Well, we don't have something. We're missing something. All right, so I can retreat off one to go into the Florigato to Magic Whip. And ZZ, that's the lowest bar imaginable. Dizzying Valley. Wait, who's going to confuse me? Oh, the Slowking. Which is now in play, and I can just click on it. Profound Knowledge. And yeah, we'll probably get 8 free decks for 2026 plus the 2 Battle Pass free decks. And then obviously you get the Lucario deck right now. There's the 8 2025 decks. There's the 2 Ascended Heroes Battle Pass decks. So yes, if you logged into PDCGL today for the first time, you'll get 11 decks. If you log in again in 11 or 12 days, you'll get 10 more decks. And Yander, you think this looks better? Do you think this looks better? So I'd like to point out that we're at the bottom of the 1300s, and we faced a deck that is perfectly designed to counter me. Just want to point that out in case you're wondering if PDCGL still hates me. Yes, it does. We're all the way at the bottom, and PDCGL still hates me. All right, so there's a Grass Energy. Do I have anything to get? Yeah, I was like, do I even have anything? So let's go Arven. At least it mostly works. Not really. Mad Panda, it was attempt number 13. Okay, so we go into Florigato. And then this is actually really cool because I forced them to switch the Mimikyu, which means the Meowscarada can just knock out the Mimikyu next turn. And text falls. Well, the 151 Clefable rotates. I just got it mixed up with the 151 Clefable. Because the 151 Clefable, oh my god, is the one that it's more moon, so 50 damage, 3 energy, take an extra prize. And ZZ, that's not very nice, ZZ. All right, I don't know why they're taking so long to win. Like, do they realize they've 100% won this game? Do they realize that there's no way they lose? No matter how much math I do, they have definitely won this game. Wait, why didn't you retreat? Why didn't you why didn't you do anything? All right, I guess I just take the knockout. And then I retreat and hit into the active. Ooh, that's really good. So I will... Actually, I mean, I guess I can Magic Whip. If I Magic Whip, That's actually probably smarter. Because then I don't have to expose my Meowscarada, but it does give them an extra turn. And PB, I'm probably not going to do Superior. I'm probably going to skip Superior entirely because it's so bad. There's just no redeeming quality that makes it better than 100 other grass types. I don't think there's 100 other grass types, but you know what I mean. Right? I don't think there's anything good about this card. Right? There's no reason to play this over Ogerpon Meganium. Okay, so if I remember to put Gust cards in the deck, we do win. I know there's at least one bosses. Uh-oh. I gave them access to a Cornerstone. Yeah, I think we just lose now. Tyrantrum. Yeah, I'll play Tyrantrum. So Sprigatito is better than Meowscarada, confirmed. We have confirmed it here. Sprigatito is better than Meowscarada. Wait, that's good. Okay. But I still think there's... The only way we lose is... Or the only way we win is if they keep doing stuff like this. There's an Iono. All right, so let's go... 1-2... 1-2 Badoo? Or 1-2 Sprigatito? I think Sprigatito, right? Well, we also need the Bayleaf. Yeah, I guess the Bayleaf is more important at this point because they're about to knock out the Meganium, I think. So let's just waste that. And then Iono and ZZ, not enough time. Right, Meowscarada rotates. There's like 2 more streams. There's a couple of things I still want to get to. All right, so let's go bug catching set, see what we get. Ooh, there's a Florigato, which I don't currently need. So if I attach to the Meganium, retreat into the Meowscarada, and then if I Bouquet Magic this guy, then I can win with Bouquet Magic, right? Because I can go Scratching Nails, knock out the Xatu. Oh no, I'm going to be 1 short. So actually, I shouldn't have done that. I was wrong. Well, Frostlass survives, but no, TMD Evolution leaving is really bad. So I think my only hope of winning is bringing up the Slowking and hoping they can't find a Psychic Energy. That's probably my only chance. Unfair Stamp and Handy Fan. Great. As long as we can get back into our bosses. The Mall. Oh, they didn't do it. They didn't do the thing. Okay, so I think I can win now. Okay, so we go bosses, this guy. As long as they don't have a Psychic Energy, we're fine. And then I can go Bouquet Magic on the Natu. Because now I'm set up for pretty much a de-evolution game win here. Because then I go Scratching Nails, the Slowpoke gets knocked out, the Natu gets knocked out with the de-evolution or a Scratching Nails. And Roxy, it does not. Tyrantrum is... You can check out my Road Decks video on the main... Are you kidding me? I should have 1 more Forest of Vitality. Are you freaking kidding me? But I do still win, unless... Okay, I think I still win. But that is insane. All right, let's go get the Bayleaf. They literally created a deck to perfectly counter me, but Tyrantrum's going to be fun, but that's not good. And then we just get all the things. And then PDCGL decides to taunt me. And it's like, hey, what if you got all your things? Yeah, Battle Cage will stop it because it's damage counters. But I think we win, because de-evolution wins me the game. Counter Catcher's useless. But de-evolution just wins on the Mismagius, or I can get another Meowscarada. I can get another Kitty Cat, which there should be 2 in the deck. By the way, there should be 2 in the deck. Okay, there's Unfair Stamp. That's fine. Okay, that's not useful. Gravity. Oh, no. Wait, what? What is happening? How are they playing the perfect deck to counter me right now? It's like the PDCGL dev looked at like, oh, Pilot's playing a Meowstarada deck. How can I queue them up against the perfect counter? And it's a fully blinged out deck too. All right, well, I still win as long as I don't think there's anything they can do because they can't knock out a Fez. I still think we win. Yeah, there's the Meowstarada. So then I just need de-evolution, right? I just need de-evolution. As long as we get the de-evolution, we win the game. Are you freaking kidding me right now? As long as I get the de-evolution, we win the game. Thank you. All right, and then just in case there's some shenanigans going on, I'll de-evolution for game. ZZ, they weren't thinking, and also they hate us. Well, that's a perfect time to end the stream. So YouTube audience, thank you for getting me monetized. Now you have to watch ads on my stream. You only have your